November 17th. NVIDIA earnings this week, the staples, and we're coming off of a little bit of volatility from last week. Remember, you didn't have a crazy Friday, or it didn't end up lower. You hit the low and then ripped back up, but we've been going a lot slower. There's been like back and forth. It's just a way tighter range. You got updates from Google, NVIDIA. Some people sold off and then, getting ready for the earnings. We just got travel news related to Google. We got a nice little hit, man. But other than that, my friends, it's going to be a very interesting one this week because you got a couple more events. And then Bitcoin's even going lower. Some of the other drama still remains, but I don't think anything's changed. I mean, the closest change you've gotten is that you are getting government data this week. That's actually going to come out, and then they did reopen the airlines and all that. But yeah, we're still playing this back and forth, and everybody trying to figure out if they should be worried or not. So you have nothing to fear because the Lord is with you. And now we're going to begin Philo here in like a minute or two. I'm sure we'll start Philo by the time it hits the low, or it'll bounce before there as the market realizes it has Philo time. So I'll give you a jam, and we'll get it popping, big dog. Ooh, excuse me.
Jesus. Praise God. Amen, amen. It's a call, baby. Hey. Yeah. If we talking plays, yeah, I'm in there like swimwear. I've been there, I've done this shit for 10 years. You could have it all, but you been scared, big scare. Funny part, there wasn't even risk there. My thoughts been my own, yeah, I've been clear, no fear. Oh dear, who you try to control here? My God is the weapon, I ain't boasting. Nah, it's done. Daddy said it's finished, made me in his image, but that always made me timid. Wonder why we different, don't you ever get it twisted. It's the only way we get it, set apart from the start. And the heart isn't ours, it's a hippie with the love, but it's David with the sword. I want peace, so that means you gon' kill me if it's war. Nietzsche, Trotsky, can't beach on the ark. Want it easy or hard, want a genie or a god, then believe me, lil' bro, you a child, you a son of the highest in above. Don't deny it, we don't like it when they tell us who we are. I can tell you who I was, I can tell you who he is. I can make another song that's telling y'all about the crib, but for a second, keep it real. It's not the reason they will kill, it's the freedom in believing. They want that to bring the will. But I'd rather have it now, and I ain't never backing down. Lion gonna eat me or turn his ass around. Either way, I will remain up in his name and say it proud. Here, let's say it now. Jesus. I put Jesus on the beat so I can listen to it. I got reason to believe that we living in it. You could say it's one hell of a decision in it. Ay, if we talking plays, yeah, I'm in there like swimwear. I've been there, I've done this shit for 10 years. You could have it all, but you been scared, big scare. Funny part, there wasn't even risk there. My thoughts been my own, yeah, I've been clear, no fear. Oh dear, who you try to control here? My God is the weapon, I ain't boasting. Amen.
Oh, Chadadonia. I know you're going lower, man. It kind of started with Bitcoin on the way down, but like, remember we were saying 3% ago, imagine if Google wasn't up. Still up 3%, but yeah, that's a big difference, Habibi. And then NVIDIA was actually holding too. It would be a lot worse if NVIDIA was down and you gave up Google, but other than that, man, it's kind of going back and forth. No real update since the morning. We got a couple of other things there in terms of like individual news, like we said. But yeah, bro, we'll see what happens. And then FEMA acting head resigns today. Washington Post. Oh no, but yeah, man, it's time for Philo. So I hope you guys are ready. I'll give it a second. We'll see where it stops or not. Because once I go, I can't stop. We'll find out. Oof, those hit. They went up even more, bro. I sold that at 200. They went up to 4. I don't know if it'll fill at that price, but there was a high last trade. All right, man. So, Chad, Are you ready for today? Today's going to be a little weird for Philo. Before I begin, all of you guys are allowed to listen, so I hope you listen and enjoy it. I think some of you might already know, and you're probably going to enjoy it a little more than others. But is this for all of you chatting today, and whether you've interacted with me elsewhere, can you all agree that this is going to be a no judgment zone? So here for Philo, I do ask that. Can we have a judgment-free zone? Is that available today? Or how do you feel about that? Do you guys think you could handle it? If not, tell me now. Just you tell me now. You tell me now, and because I have a lot. We're going to even talk a little bit about business, but I think we need to talk about something really important. Let he without sin cast the first stone. Oh, amen. 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 So, I'm sure a lot of you have seen my Twitter. Some of you are blocked, so you can't see it. And I'll block all of you. I don't know who needs to hear that. But yeah, here's the deal. I have something I want to talk about that I think is very important. And so you guys said no judgment, right? This is a judgment-free zone. I haven't waited. I got to see what the other chat says. I got to see what they said. I forgot they're on a delay. If we talking plays, yeah, I'm in there like swimwear. So always, okay. They said yes. Tim agreed. Short thing. Okay. Critical agree. All right. Well, can I be honest with you? I still think a lot of you are liars. I think there's a lot of good chads, and that's what I got to see. But yeah, man. So here's the deal. Let me find it for you. So this is what I tweeted last night. I tweeted that my girlfriend broke up with me. So, I have bad news for some of you. This had nothing to do with me. So, I'm sure some of you thought I sounded sad today, or whatever you thought I sounded. That was all in your head. That was not true. I wanted to do that because I had a bunch of chads reach out to me with the same thing. And they didn't believe me. But I told them this. Hey, you guys said no judging, so you can't judge me if it wasn't true. You just didn't see that coming. Yes, I'm still with my girlfriend. Like I said, some of you might be disappointed. Couple of ladies might be disappointed, but you know, if you had temporary joy off of a potential failure of mine, then unfortunately that says more about you than me. So here's the deal. I did this for the chads going through some pretty tough breakups. There was a couple of chads who reached out, and it was hard. It was very, very hard, and I've told them what it's been like. But then my easy answer for them, and I don't know if any of you are going to deal with this in the future. I don't know if you're going through it now, but you need to not tell people, okay? The world is a very weird place, and I wanted to do that because it is exactly what I thought was going to happen. Because based on the responses, even the exposure, I was shocked how many people who have never interacted with me were there to offer me support. And like I'm saying, bro, it's all fake. I was trying to explain this to the chads who are really heartbroken and they're getting confused. And this is what I'm telling you, man. If you guys go through this stuff, you need to have people in real life that you could have a shoulder for. Okay? Because this internet shit, bro, every single person is gonna flip it and twist it and act hella weird with you. Because that wasn't even true with me. And you know how many people sent me some fucked up shit. How many people sent me stuff, and the people who literally I don't even agree with them, who have not listened, not been oh, dude, it's disgusting. And I could only imagine if I was actually going through one of the hardest parts of my life. That would have been terrible. So do you not get it? If you go through any of this, man, stop telling people you broke up with somebody. Stop going on the internet telling people the hardest parts of your life. You guys don't get it? It's going to confuse you even more. Even for a minute, bro, I thought I actually did break up with my girlfriend. Dog, for a minute, I'm like, oh, crap. I said, what do you mean? Where did all these people come from? No, for real. I said, wait, oh, what? And honestly, I feel bad because some of you, that's the beauty, is that the people who were like real before and the people who are always real, y'all did good, man. And I could see how there is genuine people. It's actually, the numbers come out to about 30%. About 30% is going to be like genuine. The other 30% is going to try to push something on you with a weird religious ideology or a non-religious ideology. And then the other 30% are going to try to play some shit with you, and they're all just scammers. And it's all like, what do you mean? I ain't talked to you in how long? Where the fuck did you come from? Why do you care all of a sudden? Yes, fake love, I told you. How come people missed every single tweet that I've said? That's where I learned this. I did this to show the Chad. There was 2 Chads going through some difficult times, and I said, watch. I said, watch this. And I even got to learn something from it, because I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So that's one of my tweets that'll get the most amount of exposure and putting around. That's why we got to clean up the algorithm. That's how I think about it. How come that's the tweet you saw, but nothing else this year? Nothing else this week? That's crazy. Like I've always told you, the sad part I realized, even for us, is that the damn, we have a money-making audience. I'm here to teach you guys money. How many of you, sadly, have been way too involved in my social or anything not related to money? That's why I've seen the most amount of subscribers. I lose more subscribers the days I make money. It's weird. Like I'm saying, I get more exposure on bad things happening to me, whether it's fake or real. Not off of good things. So, like I'm saying, if you're going through this, you guys, just please, like I said, I would even want to offer you a helping hand, but it's bullshit. You need to go and take care of yourself. And you need to do this in real life. Because everybody on the internet, they do not give a shit. Okay? You're going to get more confused, and you're going to get a wave of people who aren't really interested in your life or what happens next. And they're probably either going to regurgitate other stuff that they've heard to sound nice, feel like a certain way, but like I'm saying, it's just not going to help you. I even think reaching out to me, I'm glad some of you did, and I know what you view me as, and believe me, man, I am trying to be a brother in the time of need. And this is the real brotherly advice I would give you. It's going to be a tough journey. It's going to be very difficult. But you don't need somebody to tell you that. You don't need anybody to walk you through it on the internet. And I mean this in as encouraging as possible. Because you need to figure out what your life is, where you're going, and how you're going to live it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You need to figure that out on your own terms. And when you go through difficult things, bro, and you take it to the internet, you'll get views if that's what you want. You know, if that's what you want, you'll get it. But if it's not for views, my guy, then I hate to break it to you. You're just welcoming a world of hurt and confusion. And you already have a hurt and confusion with what you're going through. Why do you want to welcome everything to it? It's crazy. And it's crazy because right before, too, I posted a Bible thing. I'm glad that if some of you only saw the Bible one, you're good. But even then, I've documented all of this. I went through. I have the numbers. But on the Bible post, you know how many people I had agreeing with my Bible post? You know, you guys know that, right? I've read the Bible for like 6 years in a row. Every single day, week after week, without missing a year. So before I started this stream till right now, I have not missed a week or a day of reading my Bible. Do you understand that? That's pretty cool. And I don't say it to boast. I say it because I think it's important. And some of y'all too, I am surprised how much you've talked to me about things. And I've seen some people post theirs, but I'm like, dog, you aren't even opening up that book. And the beauty about the Bible, man, is that, do you guys know the Bible is not going to lead you to God? I said, what? I know, isn't that crazy? I don't think you get it. This is why I like the Bible, bro. It's a sword. It will cut and Bible will look you in the eye and tell you you're messing your life up. The Bible will look you in the eye and say that is wrong. You understand? So if you think, bro, opening the Bible is gonna like lead you to God, that's wrong. You know what it's gonna do? It's gonna lead you to the truth. And you know what happens? The Bible is a separator. It's gonna sort things out. And you know what happens when people read the Bible, bro? They're gonna read it and they're gonna be like, you know what? I don't agree. And they will choose to reject it. And that's okay. Because that's their life, their choice. They get to do consequences, all of it. It's all there. But do you see what I'm saying? Reading the Bible is not a gateway to getting whatever you want. It's actually going to just present you with the truth, and then you got to make a choice. So I don't know if some of you think just reading it's there. But like I'm saying, I've also noticed a lot of people, and this is, again, how this played out. I noticed a lot of people just capping about reading it, involvement in the Philo. But then on the reverse side, dog, I think I created this. I think this is part of the problem, some of the negative stuff I've done, because I don't think I lived the perfect way, but y'all would always have me reading my Bible. Y'all knew that about me. But I don't know if y'all copied me. I don't know if you copied the world. Tell me why half of the people interacting with my Bible post, they have some of the worst followings ever. Or I'm looking at their profile, it's all pumpers. And they're like, amen, amen. It's half the church people. This half religious stuff, dog, is nonsense. It's terrible. Like I'm saying, I had 30% of that on the breakup post. The other 30% was scammers and all that. The other 30 was just like, you know, and then let me tell you this. I said I broke up. How many emails and messages do you think I got of people using religion to tell me what I should or shouldn't do, or to tell me why it happened? It is disgusting. This is why I never vibe with it, dog. Yeah, what do you think happened? You know, I had someone say this is what you get, or they said it in a loving way, but I knew what they were saying. They said, that's why you don't do this before marriage. This is why God. You know how many people got happy and they tried to use God against me because they thought that happened? You understand? Do you see why I'm telling you? Stop bringing this stuff to the internet. And you know how many people are so quick to run their mouth, bro, without the same, bro, just because they read Bible, dog, I'm done with it. I love Jesus Christ. He died on the cross for my sins. You know exactly where it is. That's the only thing in life, dog. But there is so much here, bro, in the world, especially on the internet, especially in the stock market. I think a lot of y'all are deceived, and you are deceiving others. You know why? I just saw it firsthand. Y'all repping the Bible, scamming away. Repping the Bible, crypto pump here, crypto pump that. Y'all repping the Bible, running scam companies. Y'all repping the Bible, and all you hang out with is the money changers. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's crazy. You'll be better off doing what you're doing and taking the Bible out of it. You know how many people are trying to push their life on me with the Bible? What do you think's gonna happen to you? Why do you think young men and young women are getting so confused right now? This is why I feel bad for the Chads going through this, because I'm like, dog, you're actually going through it. And now you may not have the same exposure, but I could already guarantee you probably have 10 people in your life. Half of them are trying to get you and trying to take advantage of your vulnerability, and the other half are trying to oppress you and put some worldview on you because you're going through a difficult time. That's so messed up. And that's why I'm saying you need your isolation, or you need to prioritize yourself. And you don't need to listen to all that, but you do need to get back on track. Yes, do you know what else happened? That post was probably the greatest way to find all the weird little Antifa people. You know why? Because guess what, brother? You say you're going through a breakup. I said my girlfriend broke up with me. Do you know how many, again, I couldn't find them. All month, all year, you've been seeing it. I have more people following Nick Fuentes respond to that post than any of them this year. You don't get it? Why? All of a sudden, you go through an emotional thing. You're going through a loss in life. They all show up ready to help. They all show up. Oh, hey, I'm here for you. Oh, here's some advice. You don't get it? Exactly. They try to take advantage of you when they think you're down. They don't care about you. I hope y'all can feel me on this. Because that's why I'm saying, bro, you guys are some of you are really going through this. And when you do and you start telling people, bro, these people are going to pop up. Guess what? You want somebody to listen? They'll listen. You want someone to talk to? They'll talk to you. But you should start asking what they want. Because they do want something from you. And they want to utilize your emotional state against you. I don't care if life is good. I don't care if life is bad. I want you all to be in control of your life. Do you understand me? Good will turn to bad. Bad would turn to good. I really hope y'all can figure this out. And that's why I'm saying stop going around telling people. I'm grateful some of you told me, but I hope you see what I did. I hope you see it. Go look through the post before they all delete it. I've already blocked most of them, but there's too much. I didn't check from the morning. Like my AI will have it, but you'll see it, bro. It's crazy. Because what do you think is going to happen, bro? You're going to have everybody come at you with a bunch of ideas. Then you say, oh, I'm here for you. I have this for you. And deep down, their ideology is being fueled by something very sinister on both sides. Doesn't matter. I mean, who gives a crap what political side it's on? I care about you. Your heart, your soul. Again, if you are vulnerable and you tell people, they're going to come after you with a smile on their face. That's why I think Uncle said it. They ain't smiling at you, bro. They're showing teeth. I don't care who. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It doesn't matter who says they promote stuff on both sides. Most of the people that I encounter with this, that's why, dude, I think I have some of the fakest Christian followers ever. That's why I keep telling you, they're all based on finance. Every little Christian person in finance is terrible. Because they're like, Jesus, buy this coin. It's terrible. I don't care. You can't tell me Jesus this. Care about yourself. Judge the tree by his fruit. I hope y'all get it. So, it was kind of sad to see, but exciting. Because like I'm saying, bro, all of you Chads going through this, it's going to be difficult. But I would rejoice. This is what my God really teaches. Hope and love. And that's what I'm saying. It's not off of come join my squad. Come do this. Come here. You're angry. Let's make you more angry. Let's turn it into no, bro. Just get off the internet. You get what I'm saying, dude? Get the fuck off the internet. This internet ain't gonna help you with your problems. Especially if it has to do with a loss like this. Or if it has to do with even death. Telling you, bro. You have you and God. And I know that doesn't sound like much, especially if you don't understand, but it's like, dude, believe me, I'd rather have a little in a quiet room than much with a bunch of annoyance or with no peace at all. So I really hope y'all could really understand that. Because it's just like, dude, I want the best for you. But it's like, I want the best for you, and I'm telling you in a way where, come on, we've seen the fake. Most people saying they want the best from you, they want something from you. They really, really do. And that's it. And when you go through something difficult and you go to the internet, let alone what your fucking algorithm already knows about you. It's funny because I tweeted that. You know how many videos started coming up? I tricked my own algo. Because then my algo started showing me breakup videos. It started showing me videos that would have made me get mad at men or women over and over and over again. Imagine, bro. So y'all got to take care of yourself. And that little phone in your hand, bro, is not your best friend. You think I'm worried about you getting influenced because you got to start realizing, man, you think it's all about suggestions? You think your phone is showing you? Bro, little by little, it's going to turn you down a road. And if you're not aware of it and you're in a dark place or you're going through one of your hardest points in life, dude, that's the tipping point. That's where they get you. That's where all the friends show up. Every belief shows up. Not everybody become a preacher. Everybody becomes this, but it's gonna confuse you. So I hope you get me, man. Because a lot of people are gonna use all sorts of things to tell you this or tell you that. But like, the Holy Spirit is in your secret place. Believe me, bro. Go, and it's never going to contradict the word. That's why it's so good to have a standard. It's so good to have something objective that is unchanged and true that you could go back to, bro. You know why? Because you don't. Because I'm a flawed person. Look, I low-key just lied to you about getting in a breakup. Why the fuck would you listen to me? You see what I'm saying? Go to your secret place. It's not going to contradict. It's not going to contradict the Bible. You're going to go back and you're going to be able to really understand it. And let the Spirit, bros, talk to you. It will. But you got to take care of yourself. You know what you need to do. You know you need to go to the gym. You know you need to do all these things. But, bro, you need to do what you do for you. And you need to make sure that there is... Because at this point, bro, I would pray for all of you that the only voice you hear is the Lord's. I hope you don't have to hear all these other ones. And we're going to talk about it. But that's what happens. And you don't think it's weird, bro? People will ignore you on everything. They will ignore you, have no care about your life. You know that, right? That's what. Go look at mine. Go look at my post. Nobody gives a shit. But then when it's something like that, they care all of a sudden. That's cap. That's why you need to have continuity. You need to be able to look back. And that's why I'm saying the ones who cared about me, I could tell. Because they cared before. They cared during. They're going to care after. In the same way I would. So I hope you feel me on this, man. And I pray for y'all. But the only thing this is either, for some of you, man, this is going to be a crazy turning point. Because you're either going to give in to all of this at your worst moment, or right now you're going to turn this and carve everything out to lead you at the best version of yourself, brother. The version of you that doesn't fall into these traps because you're emotional. The version that doesn't accept, I like the love. No, bro, I'd rather have real love than fake love. I hope you understand the difference. They sound the same. They look the same. They all have exposure. They have numbers. It's all encouraging. It sounds the same, but it's not. And this is going to be your moment to figure that out. I pray that you focus on what you need to figure out in this moment rather than just feeling appeased by whatever feelings and support, whether it's real or fake, that you get. All right, man? And don't worry. It all leads to somewhere. Like I've always said, bro, every time I've ever gone through a situation like a breakup, my life has always gotten better. Believe me, man, every single thing. And this is beyond just some relationship stuff, man. You know, it really dude, everything is ordained. For real. You know that? The story of Joseph. That's why. Go read the stories. Don't take my word for it, man. Read these stories, understand God, and we'll talk about it. Be silent. You don't notice, bro? Imagine going through your biggest emotional event and then everybody turns up the volume. That's disgusting. Because that's what happens. And I know people think they're good-mannered and intentioned with it, and they want to help. But again, they didn't want to help on anything else. Now they want to help? What the fuck? But imagine going through your worst moment and everybody amplifies the volume. That's what it is. If I was really going through that, that would have been terrible. Because I would have had to listen to hundreds of people saying this. Oh, you're this. Go to this. Do this. Do this. It's like, ha. You're this. Oh, that's why God told you this. You shouldn't have this because you had sex. You're punished. Oh, you can't do that. You're supposed to do this. Oh, I'm here for you, but I ignored everything else you've ever said. I've never really interacted with you, but I can't. Imagine just cranking up the volume. No, though, you need to turn it off. Go the other way. Turn it off. Go read the Bible stories and then sit with it, bro. Even then, go to your secret place with not a word said. We'll talk about that. I'll tell you, it's very simple. You don't get it? Devil. Go look at the word devil. You know what it is? It's evil with a D on the front. That's it. What's the word God? It's the word good without an O. One letter off, good and evil. Right? Good and evil. It's just one letter difference. Devil and God. Look at that. You know what that means? Take out the thoughts. That's what I think it means. Turn it down. That's why I go to my secret place every night, every morning. It's not a thought. You know why? You know what happens when you think? Thinking creates joy. Thinking creates love. I think about good things, I feel happy. I think about exciting things, I get excited. I think about worrisome stuff, I get worried. I think about money, I get excited, I get worried, I get all of it. I start thinking about life, I start thinking about people, what's going on, and every single thought leads to an emotion, a reaction, something. Take off the thought. That's what you're supposed to do in your secret place. That's what I'm telling you. Some of y'all going through this, man, you will be better off closing the door behind you, getting in that room and not thinking anything if it's possible. Try to turn off every single thought and sit there. Tell me that's not going to heal you. You don't get it? I explained this. I explained this to my girlfriend. Because she was asking me the other day. She was like, do you believe in therapy? She's like, what do you think? Do you think therapy? I was like, man, I said, I've went. You guys don't know how many people in my life have randomly, either people I know or not, they're like, you need therapy. I said, okay, shit, I'll try it. I did it. I'm going to ruin it for some of you. You want me to ruin it? I could ruin therapy for all of you. I could do it right now. This is what I told my girl. I said, once I tell you, you can't go back. I could ruin it for you. Or we could just leave it there. But I told her, I said, man, therapy only works if your IQ is lower than the therapist. That's it. If you're dumber than your therapist, it'll work. Otherwise, it's not going to work. You know why? Because you're going to probably have, if you have enough sense in you, you're going to not subscribe to this postmodern idea of, oh, let's blame everything on all these other people. Oh, no, you're going to take responsibility. And you know what I told her? Because this is real. This is what I do every day. I have the best therapy in the world, my brother. You know, and I think some of you got very big minds. I think a lot of you would run laps around some of these therapists and all of this other stuff. And the people are trying to tell you, go lower, go lower. No, you go listen, go do this. No, go do this. Do exactly what I'm telling all of you right now. Go sit in a room silently for an hour. Can you do that? Sounds so easy. You know how many people can't do it? You don't get it? That's been the age-old mystery, dog. The hardest thing to do is find peace in a quiet room. Man cannot. That's where man destroys himself, brother. We will go destroy ourselves rather than being able to stay at peace in a room. You know that, right? A quiet room with nothing to do, bro. Can you do it? Can you do it? Be still. Actually, you know how hard that is? My brother, you gonna work with yourself. If you could actually figure that out, if you could actually sit in a room by yourself quietly, with nothing, no stimulation, if you could figure out how to turn off your thought, bro, that's gonna work on you. You know why? That's therapy. Imagine all your anxiety coming in, all of your thoughts, all of the doubt, and you have to have the power of your mind to actually sit there and turn it off. Because how many of you get worried about something like, I gotta go up and do it. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go up and this. Oh, I need to eat. Let me eat. No? I know that's what happens. I'm not your therapist. That's the problem. I tell you guys to do the therapy. You don't do it. Some of you just want to listen to me. That's not silence. That's not alone in your room. You're not handling anything if you're just listening to me. You know that, right? That's the problem. My content, if you do it, oh, it's going to change your life. If all you do is listen, but you're not really listening because you're not acting on it, it's going to do nothing. You're just wasting time. That's facts. So do you get it? That's what I'm trying to suggest for y'all. Go sit in a room, man. Close everything. Turn off the lights. Turn off the sounds. And tell me if you could sit there by yourself. Trust me. You're going to find out more about yourself and learn. You don't want to do something destructive after a breakup. I wish I did this. You know that? I wish I did. I wouldn't. My last breakup, I did the opposite. I filled everything with a bunch of noise instead of a bunch of silence. That's what you got to go do right now. Turn off all the volume. Go be alone. Go be in a quiet room and tell me. Sit there for 20 minutes, dog. Sit there for 30 minutes. Sit there with all those thoughts. Your mind's going to try to run back memories. Your mind's going to try to run back all these. Control them. You could sit there with those thoughts, bro, and not self-destruct, and you could build into that. Then tell me, you'll see the healing. Or go ahead. You could go get drugs. You could go pay. You could go pay somebody to do the opposite. And just talk. Go ahead, go on social media. You just gonna get a lot of noise. You're gonna see a lot of people who didn't care about you when nothing else was happening. Now all of a sudden they do. You're gonna have a lot of religious people, bro. They're ready to tell you what to do. They're ready. Oh, they could see your flaw and mistake way clearer than you can. So do whatever you want. But if I were you, I'd go in a room. I'd turn off the lights. I'd turn off everything. I'd throw that phone downstairs, brother. Throw it anywhere. Just get it away from you. And sit by yourself peacefully and quietly. And then tell me. You're going to work up to it because you're going to have to handle this and go. You're going to find out what I'm telling you is so difficult. That's how you know it's going to work. That's how you know it's real. Because most people can't do it. Most people are running. You're running. You see what I'm saying? They'll run from one thing to the next, one solution to the next, one group of friends to the next. But I'm scared because, again, in these moments of weakness, you're going to run into a place you can't run out of. And I pray you don't get lost in it. Because that's what all them other people, all the people they think, why do you think all the little Nick Fuentes guys pop up? They all have broken relationships. They all are very hurt by women in relationships. That's why they were ready to go when I'm going through that. What do you think you're going to get lost? Same thing. All the other people ready. Oh, come here. Let me welcome you to my group. Oh, come here. Come make money. Come look at this coin. Come here. Oh, here. Maybe no. You can't. God, you're a sinner. You got to do it. Man, just go turn off the noise. Go be alone. Turn off everything and handle that, because you don't want to bounce around and you're gonna get lost. Or you could go find yourself, and you know how you find yourself? With you, brother. It's not on the internet. It's not with a person. It's not with any of this stuff. It's in you and God, you and your Father, you and your Creator. Just sit there. Learn to sit with the pain, bro. Learn to sit with all those thoughts. And again, I promise you, it's not going to stay that way. I promise you. I could guarantee it. You do it for 1 day. Do it for 2 days. Do it for 3 days. You're going to get stronger. You're going to figure it out. You're going to figure yourself out. But like I'm telling you, you want to know how I know it works? Most people won't do it. They can't do it. Go, do it for 3 days. You went through a breakup? Give me a week. Doing an hour a day with nothing. You know why? And you're going to be like, I don't have an hour. Dog, you were about to scroll through all those messages for an hour. You're going to scroll through a bunch of content that your algorithm is already prepping to piss you off or to solidify a point until the right person comes knocking at your door. What do you mean you don't got an hour? You do. You do have an hour. You have an hour for you, especially if you're going through a loss. It's up to you. Don't take my word for it. You could listen to thousands of people who all got something to say about your life, dog. All trying to, they want to talk. I'm here. If they can't be with themselves, why can they be with you? And if you could be with yourself, brother, I think you'll be able to handle this. Alone and quiet, bro, you'll be able to take on the world. But you can't sit with yourself for 15 minutes. What are you saying? So yeah, I think it's pretty fascinating. Because I knew something like this was going to happen. Because I said, just watch this. I'll show you. But it even blew my mind when I saw it. All the people that came out the woodworks. And I'm sorry too, but it's funny. Because if you took any pleasure in that for a little bit, I mean, I hate to rip that pleasure away from you. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I think I can't prove it, but I'd say probably a quarter of the people, bro, are happy you're going through a downward spiral. You know that? That's why they want to talk all of this. Most people just want the drama. Do you know how many people reacted that unfollowed me? They weren't even following me, and they reacted. You know how many people who just were random on the internet and just wanted to know the story for drama? So yeah, man, go be alone. You think it's a curse, you think it's a loss, my brother. That's your gift. That's your answer waiting for you. You'll know it. But if you don't pick it up, bro, then that's on you. So, just use God. Seek and ye shall find. Trust me. And now it leads, that's just the intro. I guess I only got one more part I want to say today. A couple parts, but it's important. It really is, man. And like, I don't know, you could tie it into this. But I hope you realize, like, anything that's stopping you in this world, whatever you think it is, bro. Whatever you think this is, whatever you think's happening, whatever you think is stopping you from anything, my brother, just know that's internal. There's no such thing as something outside stopping you. Do you understand? No, for real. It's all on the inside. This whole timidness, this whole I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, I can't get this going. No, bro. That's all on the inside. Oh, but it's hard. The barriers, there's no barrier. Trust me. The moment you start thinking this way, you're going to understand what I'm saying. But it's all inside. Everything is internal. We give ourselves the most problems. You guys know that? I will guarantee you, most of the chains you are wearing right now, you put them on and you locked it. You know why? I've done that. Most of my limitations that I ever believed in, I don't think I was really limited. I just believed in it. It's all inner turmoil. That's it. All inner turmoil. External problems, my brother, are the easiest to get around. Because if it truly is a problem outside of you, that means it legitimately can be corrected, or it could be circumvented. Any sort of impossibility, brother, that isn't a real external thing, man, you could get around external. Most of the things that really stop us are internal. Like I'm saying, go sit in a private room. Tell me if you could do it. Why can't you do that? Most people can't sit with themselves. With quietness, with pain. Those are all internal. What do you mean you can't? I don't have time. That's what I'm saying. It's all internal. All internal. Everything external can be overcome. That's the reality. That's a beautiful thing to realize too. I hope you realize this ain't to bash you. This ain't to do any. This is encouraging. Anything external could be overcome. You don't get it? Like, for real. But most people are limited based on the internal. Most people are limited off what they tell themselves. Most people are stopping themselves. There's nothing that can stop you. Oh, I hope you feel me, bro. And you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of business. We talked a lot about AI today. I was just saying to the young guys, for real, I don't even care if you're old, dude. It don't even matter. I'm saying, bro, this ain't, you already see the Bitcoin, you see the monetization. Believe me, bro, when we bought Bitcoin, it went up, 13 times from COVID? Our last purchase for everybody live on air was $10,000. Before that, I had years and years of videos buying Bitcoin at 300, 500, 1,000, all these low ass prices. Like I said, people would make fun of us, people would doubt, and it's the same people who went all in at the top. And now, I'm not trying to shame anybody. I'm just trying to tell y'all where the opportunity is. You see, getting in early where everybody still hates it, they don't understand it, that's where you make life-changing money. That's where you get life-changing opportunity, generational. Not it goes up 40,000% and then everybody start talking about generational. No. And that's what I was saying, bro. Y'all gotta learn this, and you gotta be motivated and excited and go after it. And you gotta direct your energy in the right place. And that place is the things that haven't developed yet fully. I'm saying y'all should all be making businesses. Y'all want an opportunity right now to 20x, 30x, 30,000x. It's going to be in AI. It's going to be or the creation of something related to AI. It's going to be in y'all developing and making something. Learning how to use your delegation tasks as well. Again, this discipline, bro, this strictness. All these things you see here, dog, you can plug and play it into greatness. But you got to do that, not follow the crowd, not follow the stuff that's too late. Oh, but now it feels confirmed now. No, exactly. You got to step into the unknown and make something. And can I give you the answer? I'll give you it right now. Because I see some of y'all, especially right now with this whole situation we talked about. I'll give you the easy one, bro. Let me ask you a question. How many of you are living your life right now trying to avoid problems? How many of you would say a life without problems is a good thing? Wouldn't you say that? I feel like most of the young generation, that's all they care about. Right? Would you say that's a good life? No problems. I have no problems. I want a life filled with no problems. What would you say to that? No. Some people like that. Some people want that. Yeah, bro. You need to kill that today. I hope you're ready to take it. You better take that behind the shed, bro. That life that's not a real life. I want to live with no problems. I want to do everything. No, here's your answer. Start looking for problems. This don't mean look for smoke and get in fights with people. But hey, so be it. But y'all don't get it. Look for problems. You see what I'm saying? Stop waiting around for life to... That's why. Do you not see why people have made the mistake with some of the cryptos and why it's monetization? I'm even seeing people, they're like, I'm buying, even Grant Cardone, he's like, I'm buying it and it's going to go to 1 million. What do you mean? You're going to buy it and wait? How many people think their generational wealth is going to come through buying and waiting? Nah, even the long term, you're actively saving, increasing it. That's why I'm telling y'all, hunt for it right now. Go look at the area of 30% down. That's a problem. My guy, don't wait around. Go look for problems. That's your answer right there. You find a problem, you're going to find a solution. My brother, you find a problem, you're going to find a business. You don't get it? Go look at your community. Go look at what's going on. Start using the technology and figure it out right now. What's a problem? Find a problem. Get used to problems, because guess what? Problems lead to business. They lead to solutions. They lead to answers. Go find the problem. Stop avoiding them. You're going through a problem right now, I guarantee you there's an answer in there. And if you can answer a problem, that means you could answer a business. You can make a business. You don't get it? Go look for a problem. Stop running away from problems. And I think some of y'all, man, right now, you do this at the right time, I think it's going to benefit you. Oh, I think y'all going to go a really long way. And I think some of you are going to wait around. Some of you are going to try your hardest to avoid problems. You're going to ask me, how do I make a business? How do I make a business? I got to deal with problems? No, I'm good. You have to. You have an answer in all of them. That right there, not just I'm going to buy and wait. Wait around and do nothing. You buy, you better keep saving. You buy, you better find a way to increase your income so you could buy more. All of this stuff. Find the problem, you're going to find a business. Find a problem, you're going to find the business. You wait around and do nothing, you ain't going to find anything. You're going to get whatever gets handed to you. You're going to get with whatever's left or whatever shows up. And I don't think that's what y'all are called for. I don't. Some of you, yes, after enough of hearing this and you say no, by all means, that's a choice. You're not even getting what happened. You're choosing. You want the comfort now. You want no problems now. You have no business on the end. You find problems? Oh, you're going to be great. You're going to find business. That's what I'm saying, bro. That right there, do you see what? Look at the world right now. Look at all these developments. You go and find these problems you could give a solution to. You're going to make a company off of it. I'm not trying to bash Bitcoin. I love it. That's what I'm saying. I made a fortune off of it. It changed my life. Literally, some of y'all changed your life with me. You were here. You did it. It's a different stage. But like I'm saying, don't you see this mindset I'm telling you about? How many people, that's why they were so willing to take really bad decisions, because they just wanted to buy and wait. The moment that it was confirmed, that's why it became the monetization stage. The moment it was confirmed, they're like, I'm going to buy, wait, and my generational wealth comes. No, that's not it. That's what I'm saying. Some of y'all have an opportunity right at your hands right now, but you're too scared of the problems. You're trying to find the next thing to buy and hold and wait. No. Remember, your long term is going to supplement all of this in your life. But you got to go find a problem and find that business. You find that solution, bro, you're going, may the Lord be with you, and I hope you buy me a house one day. But guess what? That doesn't come from waiting around. That's not going to come from trying to make life as cushy as possible. By saying, oh, I would do it, but this external factor, nope. You better remove it. You better kill the whole I don't want problems thing. Because you find that problem, you found your company. You find that problem, you found your solution. That's even, guess what? You don't need to find a job. You need to find a problem. Oh, I'm looking for a job, unemployment. No, find a problem. I love it. I love it. So, the final thing, man, I'm going to leave you with. Because it, again, has to do with your brain. But I love it. This will even tell you, man, the money is a result, you guys. You know that, right? This is just the truth. Money is a result. You can't act like I haven't told you this, because I have. You all know this. You may have forgot. Let me remind you. Money is a result of success. Find a problem and successfully fix it. The money will be your result. My guy, if you became successful, you became the best in the world at something, how will you not get paid for it? Not, how can I make money off of this? How can I make money? Let me try to make money. Money. No, brother. You need to drive the money changers out of your head. The people who only go for money, they miss it. Every time. This is as age old as history. Chasing the rabbit. You'll never quite catch it. You don't get it? It's like these cartoons. It's like those old cartoons, always chasing the money and success. You'll never get it, my guy. Become successful. Successfully solve a problem. The money is going to chase you, not the other way around. Why am I telling you this? This is the only time Jesus got up and started flipping tables. You need to drive the money changers out of your temple. You get it? What do we say? What's the only temple that exists on this planet that was not built of stone? The only temple that is not built by human hands. Which one is it? Your noggin. In your mind. The crucifixion takes place where? In Golgotha. You know what Golgotha is? Where they crucified Jesus? Literally called the place of the skull. That's the temple. You need to guess what, you know, where Jesus started driving the money changers out, flipping tables? It was in the temple. He got mad they were in the temple. Yeah, bro. Drive the money changers out of your mind. You don't get it? Give God your mind. Stop giving it to the money changers. How many of you got money changers in your temple right now? Right? You see, you like, oh, I want to do this, but money. I want to do this, but money, but I can't this. Oh, everything, money, 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 money. Oh, how do I judge my success? Money, 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 money. Oh, I would have done better if I had money, 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 money. Everything's, right? Is it not there? Everything always revolving. How many of you got money changers in your temple right now? How many people made bad decisions on crypto because of the money changers? And you have money changers in your temple. You could have taken it the nice, guaranteed, slow way. Boom, guaranteed, guaranteed, guaranteed. But no, but I need to do this. I need to do that. I'll never be this if I don't get that. I need to get money, money, money. Oh, I don't want any problems. Oh, guess what? Money will fix my problems. Instead of chasing and solving problems and getting the money, you want to avoid problems and you think it's all going to be solved by money. You're living life backwards. Do you understand? How many of you have money changers in your temple? That's why go to your secret place. So spend time alone. Alone with yourself. And you know what you should do? Drive the money changers out. That's what happens. You take no thought. You don't let them get hold. But how many of you are going to sit there and then start, well, I got to get to work. I got to go do this. I got to start this now. Oh, money. Oh, I got bills. You get worried. You get anxiety. Money changers. Drive the money changers out of your temple. Go find the problems. Go find the miracles. Just as Jesus. That's the spirit of Jesus. He would go all the way around. People came to him with problems, did they not? Tell me that's not true. And then he drove out the money changers from the temple. The problems are going to come to you, and it's not going to be a bad thing. It's going to be a good thing. That's your answer. Again, how many of you got money changers in your temple right now, dog? I pray you go and act like Jesus and start flipping them tables and drive them all out. How many of you think life ain't, you gonna think life is even worth it? You like, oh, money, I'll never get this. I'll never, even if I get this, nothing ever changed. Man, it's all money. Drive the money changers out the temple. So yeah, bro. Nothing outside, all inside. Drive the money changers out of the temple. Find the problem, you find your business. You're going through hard times, my brother. Turn off the computer, turn off the internet. Go by yourself. The answer is with you, brother. And if you could learn to sit with yourself with these problems, oh, tell me a solution don't come. And the Lord is with you. Take heart in that. That's what I'm saying. You're not alone. You're really not. And you don't need somebody to tell you. You don't need someone to fake love, fake smile in your face to feel like that. You know why? Go by yourself and you'll experience what I'm telling you. And you'll know. So take that to the bank. That is your philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. Drop your thumbs up on the video. Yeah, bro, you got a dump. I was looking at it, nothing. I was looking really for headlines, but yeah, we had a great Philo, and I hope y'all really take it to heart and actually use it, especially if you've gone through any of that. So yeah, but other than that, I'll give you a song, and if anything comes up. Last one was the FEMA guy leaving, but nothing else. So yeah, enjoy it.
We don't even have dreams, you know what I'm saying? But if you blessed enough to have a dream, chase it, bro.
Welcome back.
I'm still chewing, but yeah, I think it's just Google and NVIDIA giving up. It would have been right anyways. I'll get you a checkup in a little bit. But yeah, not bad. We'll see. Another hour, 2 hours. Oh, man.
I told you it was a cold. Well, you know, praise God, nephew. First and foremost, all the time. Whip dirty hair a mess, I do not care. Told them all the truth, they respond like it's not there. Still I do not care, I don't think they see it. Looking for the money, they looking for disagreement. Hit by hit, it's brick by brick. They should've made a move, but they rather move their lips. I just need 4 quarters, it don't have to make sense. Yeah, I wake up every morning like I still pay the rent. That's early. Get your cake up, done with playing wait up. Gotta hit the layups. If you really about the mission, you don't even gotta say it. You can talk it or you live it, only one of them is paying. I respect the OnlyFans, hold more than the hater. It's how you got time to talk shit but no paper. Bro, you not hard, you got trouble trying to wake up. Bunch of wicked service always telling you to save it. Grateful ass hoes say it's better if you waste it. Everybody's cooking, but success is always tasted. Why you keep on looking if you tell me that you hate it? Why you keep on looking, I'ma go and fucking take it. Now you know exactly why I would call them cucks. I just made another stocker and I made $1 million. You don't gotta give me shot, I just bought myself a truck and another career, so I pull my fingers up. Want your money, they will lie for that shit. We want the truth, we will die for that bitch. You ain't ride, you ain't buy on the dip, so don't ask me if it's time right after I doubled it. A fake bitch never got along with me. Can't long form, not authentically. Can't top, bro, it's time to get busy. Bottom tick, top tick, so quick they get dizzy. You tell a bitch I know a bit about a slow jam, but you ain't in the whip. Why you telling me to slow down? Worry about your shit, I'll do the same. Can I go now? I'm just playing, don't ask permission from these hoes now. Go and tell the whole town, not afraid to throw down. Brought God to the showdown, he told me to bring no round. So if you kill me or I kill you, that just means it's his plan. I am scared of myself, I'm not scared of a stand. It's my life, grateful it's original. You a bitch, I don't have to use subliminals. They tell me sorry, but also knew I forgive them though. Reminds me of the times when I knew I was spiritual. Too afraid to say that I believe in Christ. I knew I found a treasure, but was scared to lose my life. Ironically, I do that every single time I'm right. They warned and we ignore until we feel it, that's life. Lie always make you think twice. Buyer call it worthless, then he brag about the price. Born named certain, found a thing called the dice. He could do anything, even catch a knife. He came up with the plan, it'll work, he'll do it right. His diligence was due when his stops were all tight. The plan was all perfect, success was in sight. He was ready for the day, but he died that night. Damn. You get it, nephew? It's the best time of year, Chad. God bless you. Hey.
What's up? What up, bro? I know I'm a tease. I'm a tease, bro. My bad. But hey, soon, Habibi, soon. God willing. God willing. It has mixed reviews in testing, you know. We've done a couple of tests, but yeah, a lot of mixed reviews, man. So be careful. We'll see what happens. I'm still chewing, bro. I have a lozenge, so I don't know if you want me to. Let's see, what does propaganda think about this?
They really
matter
if you look at the short end in a 2-year, the long end in a 10-year. Now, there's something else going on. We just learned that the Japanese third quarter was negative GDP. And the Japanese have had their share of negatives this year, whether it's their economy, their fiscal situation, their politics. Look at what's going on with their currency. Here's the dollar yen. The dollar's at a 10-month high. Here's the euro yen. The euro is at a 33-year high going back to 1992. And against the yuan, the Chinese currency versus the yen, the yuan is at a 16-month high. Now, none of this, of course, is brand new, even though the data I described is brand new. The point is that the Japanese are an export economy, and maybe their weak currency isn't the end of the world, but it may be pointing to many negatives down the road for the Japanese economy at large.
Is that why we're looking at Japan so much? I mean, the yield on their Japanese bonds is at the highest since 2008.
Yes, it's that interest rate differential. So the adjustments are being made for that weak currency. It's definitely something to pay attention to.
Paying attention to Japan.
Thank you. I know a lot of people brought up Japan. I'm glad. I like Santelli. At least he brought up the economy. Most people just bring up the rates, but which is important and is remember how when they were climbing, but you know how their economy is performing and their like real situation and how that ties into their treasury market. That's the important part. Is there a mention of a Christmas rally in the track? I don't know. You'll have to wait and see, brother. You'll have to wait and see. Chewy with a little pot. Things at 4% today. But yeah, man, we got what? Hour 45 minutes. So not bad. You got your Philo. I like the Philo. I hope that helped, man. Sorry if it disappointed some of you. I don't know why it would have, but I do know why. But yeah, and then too, you'll see it. And it was interesting too how many of you brought it up in the morning, as we were trying to focus on it, y'all brought it up, that's another little lesson. But other than that, I think it's a good day, and I do hope some of you are ready for the future. And but you gotta seize it, my brother. You must take it. That's all you, baby. Game time. Many yen. Many yen. Wish that upon me, no, I don't raise no more. Got the year to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. Other than that, if you have any off topics, any questions, I mean, the stabilization isn't there right now. We'll see where we end up. It might end up near 0. So it's not too bad, but NASDAQ's almost down 1, Dow down 1, Russell down 1 pretty much. So there's a lot of room. We didn't really do much except those flips today. Oh, I had those other calls that didn't work out, but I'm going to ride those out. And then we had some of the downside plays. Let's see where those went. Yeah, some of those volatility plays from the peak on Monday, they're still down, but after that move, they're up there. But yeah, we'll see where we're at middle of the week, and then let me see the NVIDIA ones. Just all spreads. But again, we are below the 6720 and then 6700. That's kind of that issue I told you about. That's where like the momentum just starts to tick down. But yeah, where are we? So yeah, you're back to Friday's open now. So that means Friday you had the cash open, you plummeted, then ripped right back up, and now 6 hours in, or 5 hours in, you're right back to that opening candle. Thought I was gonna say I broke up with her and then now I have a fiance. Some of you did expect that. I saw that on the comments. I LOL'd a little bit. Oh. Yeah, it did. Well, it's good, man. I don't know if you reached out, but again, the Philo was stopped telling people online, dog. So I hope it does help. But yeah, it's you might have go back and listen to the Philo when it gets reposted. But yeah, man, you'll be good. But then again, just don't listen to the people on the internet. The hot Cheetos won't be red. I saw something like that. I didn't know they're making all of them like that. I thought that was like the special kind. I thought they were gonna sell it as like a promotional thing. I would love to try it though. Like, what would it would it still be like powdery? You know what I'm saying? Or would it just not be red? After NVIDIA earnings, nothing. I mean, there'll be retail earnings, and then that'll be all this week, but that'll be like the final catalyst, and then we get into end of the year till earnings comes up again, which it might happen sooner than you think, but yeah, that's like the real big catalyst. Oh, FOMC. That'll happen in like, what, 2 weeks after the NVIDIA? I think in 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now. But yeah, that's the final event of this year. But that's the December meeting. Is it like December 11th? Again, we're already halfway done with November. A little bit more. Momentum, new lows. Let's see the equal weight. Equal weight's even dumping too. This is kind of everything. I mean, this is what we were saying in the morning though. Just like, dude, if Google didn't gap up 6%, this would have been ugly. And then you don't even have NVIDIA down that much. But, I mean, think about it. Like, the SPY got held up very well. And now we're back to the lows, bro. We're literally back to the starting low of Friday. And then that went a little lower and then bounced instantly. But now you just did that whole weekend and that whole move on Friday to kind of be in this same little panic zone. Just, it's not as panicky. But then, do you guys see what I was saying about Chop City? Because this is terrible. Because, like, now, even then, the puts to the downside, they're lower. So some of those puts on Friday are lower. The bid and the ask is bringing them back up, but then they're still lower. And then the volatility plays for earnings are doing decent. But it's still, they just haven't moved. They just held up their value. Don't look to the sky no more. SINT. They're identical in every way, just no color. Can you buy them now, or have they not been released? I'm so down to try those. I haven't had hot Cheetos in so long. Now that I think about it, I can't even tell you the last time I had a hot Cheeto. Last chip I ate was the Japanese Doritos that we had at the farm. That was the last like chip that wasn't a tortilla chip. Tortilla. So yeah, near the money is your friend still. So again, I thought some of them I pushed it a little bit, but it wasn't there. Yeah, you got to do out the monies. That's your, or in the near the money. That's your only friend. Don't look to the sky no more. I was just looking at the values right now. I was trying to see. I had them up on the other screen. Because, like, they still held decently, but not any... Everything's kind of dumping right now. Let me get you guys a checkup, and we'll see. I mean, it was already, like, 70% red. Dow Jones, 8 green, 20... That's actually the same. So same on the Dow, just going more. NASDAQ 72 red, 29 in the green. There's like another 5 to 10 more. And then SPY 124 green, 378. Subdued, he kind of is. I mean, it's not, there's like the affordability, the one end of the economy is doing good, the other one is bad, and then, I mean, Trump does not have the media in his favor still. So that's what we were saying, you know, like, you guys know inflation is down and a lot of things, but now it's just not translating into real life stuff, let alone even if it is lower than the last couple years, the thing that got us here still kind of hurts him. Because people feel it differently. But yeah, then all this stuff comes in next year. That's really what they're banking on. But now you have the weird 1.5 months after the shutdown, and the shutdown really made things painful for a lot of people. Even like it had a residual effect. So I still think they have one more in the cards, but it's all really about next year to get the economy and Main Street booming. And if that doesn't work, it'll be quite unpopular. He's supposed to be live like 30 minutes ago. When the market is in a down cycle to make money on or offset the down cycle, same plan. That's why I keep telling people, focus on right now on the value. You have like 200 names that are red on the year. And that's the K-shaped economy. You know, one part of the economy is practically in a recession. Another part is doing amazing. And a lot of times people focus on the top K, the top part of the K. They focus on what's going straight up. But if you don't have to worry about it now, you should be focusing on what's going down because it's going to shift. And that's what we've done every year. I don't know if you guys realize, like, we were buying MO when MO is down. You know, people focus on it when it's up. We don't want it anymore when it's up. And then vice versa, you know, there was the China names and all those. So right now, I would just really be focusing on good value, good quality that'll last, because once this little consumer recession is over and it flip-flops, those are going to start taking off, and then we might have a little bit more turbulence in the broader market if the top K starts to come down. How do we know numbers aren't being manipulated like the last admin? I mean, I would always assume they are, but in this case, it would probably be numbers that Trump would like, if that makes sense. So I've never, you know, like Joe Biden loved every set that came out. Mr. Trump, but I don't get it. They don't like it. It's bullshit. Don't release it. So, but even then, I think the numbers are lower. That's it. I mean, you guys don't. I'm so mad at what's his name. I'm like, you know, Nick Timmerhouse. I don't fuck with him anymore. All these guys, bro. It's terrible. Mohammed El-Arian, fuck you too. All of them, dude. It's sad. You guys didn't hear about the Fed? Homegirl Kugler was violating the rules. That's why she resigned. Kugler was trading during blackouts. She was day trading stocks she shouldn't have been trading. And then, you know, we've been calling this out, and everybody acts a certain way about it, and they think we're crazy when we talk about it. But then I'm like, dude, there's such smart people who they're not willing to call it out until it feels politically safe. And it's nonsense. Let me, the other example, you don't get what, did you not see what everybody was posting? Because this was from the San Francisco Fed. The San Francisco Fed put out a fucking research study explaining how tariffs are deflationary. And then even fucking Nick Timmerhouse was complaining about this. This guy's supposed to be a fucking genius at the Fed. And he was even in the beginning of the year. They all were repeating the same narrative on how the tariffs and all this. That's why even if the economy is more favorable for some people, the media is just brainwashing people to not. And it's not the best. I don't think this is like the best economy for everybody. That's the fair part. But it's like, come on, dude. These people were straight up. Like, these are smart individuals that I used to respect for their intelligence and objectivity. But Clearly, they're not going to tell you until it's fucking 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, 11 months too late. And then it's even if it's stuff you already know. But the Fed examined 150 years of tariffs and found that they led to lower inflation and weaker aggregate demand, which raises unemployment. This is literally what I've been telling y'all from books from the beginning of the year. And again, people gave you shit for it. People would argue with you, and then the damage is already done. Everybody in the world thinks it's the opposite, you know, because of what everybody was going about doing. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of manipulation, but you should be able to see through it. And then, ironically enough, it just doesn't really, you know, none of it's benefited this administration, even if inflation goes down, even if it's supposed to. And that's what I'm saying. Next year, they're really relying on a lot picking up. Otherwise, they'll be screwed. All right, watch if the premiums go back up from Friday. If any of those like crash premiums, earnings premiums go up, that's the play. Or you could go if you think it'll be there. But remember, I just go in the direction. I'd plant when it's red. If you want upside and vice versa, and whatever's working, just make sure you get rid of it probably before the day or tomorrow. Because that's the only way to survive this. It's still Chop City, dude. Like, I remember I was telling you guys, if we do this and then you come down, do you see how frustrating this is? When it's just up and down big and then the premiums move less, but then you'll still be just dropping all the way along. Even near the monies are going to play different. I would argue those near the monies didn't even hit that well. So yeah, your break even on a near the money, if you bought it on Friday open, you're just at the same price. If you bought it at the bottom, you made 50%. But then if you're wrong, you're going to lose 75% if it bounces. So yeah, it's very tough, man. And that's why, too, after NVIDIA, we'll get more clarity. Is that the girl who got caught, apologized, and her husband got caught? Was it Kuku? I don't know. I don't know if she has a husband. But it was just bad. It was just another Fed person who did that. Like, hers was just worse because she was like day trading and then trading during the blackout. And she was only there for like 2 months. I don't think they're slow. Like, again, Nick Timmerhouse is a smart guy. Mohammed El-Arian is a smart guy. They're not slow because in the moment, they're actually advocating against it. I mean, how many people? I was one of the only people. There's a couple people out there who agreed with me and who are on a bigger stage and did it, but most people, 9 out of 10 people would have disagreed with me at the beginning of the year. That's why they didn't buy anything, and they freaked out, and you had some of the smartest minds in the world, apparently, and they were saying the opposite. So, I mean, what's done is done, but I hope you guys never forget that moving forward, because that is going to be the dilemma about truth and objectivity and how you could even monetize it. But yeah, sucks. Blamed her husband. Congrats on the fiance. You may have misheard the Philo. I'd watch it again. I don't know. It's just crazy the amount of. I was saying this for half a decade. We were criticizing the Fed, bro. That's why we'd always just talk about how wild it is that they've really eroded the trust of the public. And like, just, it's so weird. It just wasn't like that. And then not to mention the chair agreeing to cut rates before an election. All these guys from Kaplan now to Kugler, Bostic, just pulling. It's just so weird, man. It's just not like, it just really is a dark, dark spot, man. And I don't know why people have, you know, then when it's right in front of their faces, they shut the fuck up and they turn a blind eye. And then, you know, when it feels kind of safe, they say the exact same thing, and they're like, "Oh, we need a change," and this and that. It's like, dude, I would argue you guys were helping them, because this is just, again, y'all ain't letting any of us into the rooms. They ain't letting us ask the questions. They're not giving us fucking data that's embargoed and all of these other advantages, and to know these guys, like, come on. And they're not even like making big money. They would make bigger money if they just had talent and got a real job. I don't fucking get it. It's not like none of them are even making like mad bank off of it. They just look like fucking idiots, make us not trust them. And then it just looks like a conspiracy theory, and they're not even getting fucking paid. Nancy's the only one that walked away with a bag. Like, that's all, like, what the fuck is this, dude? It's the oddest thing ever. Yeah, Mexico's going up. Oh, that's EWV. That's Japan. You'd be surprised how little a soul gets sold for. Oh, no, I've seen it, man. That's why I feel. So it does make sense, but damn. Have mercy on me. Fed Lisa Cook's lawyer's home listed as primary residence was an inadvertent notification. CNBC. That's coming out now. Thanks for reminding us. All of them. All of them are terrible, dude. Again, even Powell fucking caved. The one guy who had a great track record fucking cuts before the election, putting himself in the history books as one of the only Fed members. One of the only Feds to do that. So, kind of a trip, dude. Yep, on cue. Okay, bro, you're still kind of melting down. I mean, you guys, it played out differently, but it's still Chop City. So again, if it bounces tomorrow, you get screwed. Otherwise, it goes down more, you'll make 50%. It all just depends on the play, and that I would just keep in mind the earnings. You either should be focusing on retail earnings, because those will hold up premiums a little differently, and then focus on the NVIDIA. Oh, where is gold? I forgot. That's going to be the canary. Remember last time it was slow like this and we hit it? Yeah, gold. There it is. All right, yeah, you're going to flush tomorrow. You're going to do the similar thing. That's it. If gold flushes hard, that means the fucking, that means the liquidity. You guys get what I'm saying? That's what happened last time. That's all. That's where it started. And then we took, yeah, I held a decent amount of those. I took a little bit of them, but yeah, those are about to go back in the money. It's like 400% from the first time. But even then, that's still slow as fuck for what it should have been. No, 200%. I thought I paid less. So yeah, my gold plays are up less. But yeah, that right there, remember, that's exactly how we played it last time. So again, if you really think, you could go for your plays now as well. Have mercy on me. Yeah, the crash plays are still, those crash ones that I scaled in on Friday, they're still down, but they're in that spot. Like one gap down, they'll come back up. But I got a certain amount of time. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you could get lucky on the short term, but I would make sure all of the plays get past the 22nd or the 21st. I would go into 1 extra week. That, I think, is your best bet, just in case anything else happens. But those have done very well. The gold is the only one I have that doesn't account for that. So I might need to even move it around. And then near the money is your best bet as well, too. Oh, you never filled that gap. It's either something's breaking or something's front running, but it is liquidity. That's what we talked about this morning. It's just, I don't know if you guys realize, but like the days of easy financial conditions is behind you. That's why Bitcoin's going down. Bitcoin gets it. There's not going to be global rate cuts left and right anymore. It's not, again, they need to lower prices on Main Street, and they'll try many other ways, but it's not like the days of like easy financials are really well behind you. It doesn't mean you can't have a good economy, low taxes, and things that boom. There'll still be growth, but like this whole ample liquidity, excess liquidity, all this money sloshing around, that just doesn't exist anymore. It's going away. I mean, people are going to compete for dollars. That's what I was trying to tell you guys. That's why I was saying you have a shot to really fight against the brokers now, because it's no longer everybody has money and everybody gets all these fucking dollars floating around. You have to compete for it. If you want good money, you have to have a good price, or it has to have good quality. You see what I'm saying? That's why rates will go up intra-bank, because now you have to ask why, and then there's competition. You don't just park your money and get everything free and it's all sloshing around. Just those days are really, it hasn't ended per se right away, right now, but in the next 3, 6, 12 months, I mean, it'll probably be well behind you. So yeah, that's kind of what I think it is. They need your cash, not they want it. They need it. Everybody does. That's why you're going to competition for dollars. There's no longer this, it's everywhere. Here you go. You get $1, you get $1, you get a bailout, you get a bailout. Again, Fed has all these assets floating around. No, it's competition. And that it has to be competitive. It has to be incentivized. The person with the best balance sheet, best assets, best rates, they're going to get it. But everybody else, it's a free-for-all. Do you think it's a good or a bad time to get a loan? Depends on the rate. Depends what it's for. It'll be hard for real estate in the sense of prices, because now I think it'll be harder to get a loan, or they're going to have to, people are going to compete for your business. So there might be benefits where if it's a good property, a good borrower, you'll get a better rate. But then if it's not, you're just not going to get the loan. No one's going to have money to give to shittier loans. And then again, especially if you're playing with the price dynamic, and then if financial conditions tighten, it's more likely going to hit real estate. Again, I was just telling you guys this morning, those of you who are getting very emotional, insisting on buying houses that I strongly disapprove of, I wouldn't do that. Like I'm saying, if it's above value, highest in the neighborhood, or high price for low quality, I would just stay far away from it. You know, and I don't think the economy is going to be bad. I don't think real estate will be that bad, but if you pay 20% above, and then it just doesn't move or goes down a little bit, you're going to get screwed. So, but then, like I'm saying, competition. You have to compete for dollars. That's why you're getting deals in real estate. You already see it. Like I'm telling you, nobody's going to give you fucking $1 million in a day anymore. That just doesn't exist. So then now it's like, hey, if I offer you 30% lower, but I'll give it to you right now, motherfuckers will take that. And it's a competition. Ta-da! It's not everybody's running to the hills. It's just there's no more excess liquidity. the money's in money markets, but like the bank, all this extra bank liquidity, the end of all this other QT and all these other things, it's creating a different dynamic. So again, that gold thing, I like that gold. I would take a spot here, or you can, but that's what I did last time. I didn't have to wait. You know, anything we took in the mornings got washed, but if you just wait till the fucking liquidity runs, that's it. It worked last time. So I could be wrong, but I did it last time and it worked. And those gold plays are coming back up. I know Trump should be live. He was supposed to be. It says live, but I don't have anything coming through. But remember, if it goes low enough, he's going to pull a fucking rabbit out of his ass. Bow, now, bow, bow. Yeah, low ticker's been like this for a while. Again, that's why it started with gold. That's where I think it's going to be a bad close. And now Monday, that stabilization's going out the window. You do have an hour 20 left. So we'll see, but you could still recover, as crazy as that sounds. It's not too bad. It's kind of slow. The market trying to force a rate cut. I wouldn't be so sure of that. I've heard people talk about that, but I think the people talking about it are the ones who want it, if that makes sense. But objectively, with the financial situation, like I just explained, competing for dollars is the reality. I think that's why the repos and everything else, but I don't think you would play this game to try. Most of the people saying they want to force a rate cut, they're the ones that want it or need it, because all that would do would help out short-term capital. It's not like a rate cut helps anybody but that. And even Trump, I don't even think is too excited about it, because if you give a short-term rate cut, all you're doing is helping the big banks at this point. I think it's competition for dollars. I mean, again, go look at Bitcoin. If Bitcoin drops and you're not expecting easy liquidity, that makes a lot of sense. And then not to mention, the dollar's going to go up in value. If anything, it will preserve the value of the dollar, considering a lot of things that went on. But yeah, I just think it's competition for dollars is emerging, and you just haven't seen that in 5 years. I think that's the easy reality. Anybody saying you need a rate cut from this, I would argue they need dollars. Still a good day. I mean, even gold too, if you think about it. And that, because gold, dollars, that's what I'm saying. If you need cash right now and you have to compete for dollars, you're going to sell your gold. You're going to sell your Bitcoin. And that's what, and then even then, the value of the dollar relatively is going to skyrocket off of that. And look, it's not a coincidence how it kind of already ramped up. It just staying pinned there. It's just very counterintuitive. Silver would be on the table too, yes. But like I say, it's going back and forth. This liquidity like dries up, and then they fumble it around, and then it comes back a little bit, then it goes away, then it comes back, and then it goes away. You're not at the point where all of it's gone, but that's what I'm saying. 3, 6, 12 months, I'm sure we'll get a better idea. You added, so I don't know why you guys are saying that. So like when y'all do that, I just, I should have banned the first guy. I don't want to hear about you guys adding to the long term. And then if you attach a fucking Philo quote, it just seems like you're trying to mislead people. Do you understand? It's kind of like the breakup shit. I don't trust you guys, and I think you're doing it very disingenuously. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to ban that one now. You guys understand the rule, right? I don't want to hear it. Okay, not from, again, I'll tell you when I buy and shit like that, but like I'm saying, I don't think you guys are being genuine. You don't need to tell me about what you were supposed to do. So sorry if you don't like it or you feel like you didn't understand it, but out of the best interest of the community, I don't, people don't want to hear that. Especially we're having a good conversation on understanding what's going on. And I don't think you should be scared to not add to your long term. But, you know, this whole little game of it all, you know, you guys, you're supposed to be adding and supposed to be buying and holding for 10 years minimum. And, you know, if you do what you're supposed to do, you'll be fine. But telling people what you did does not change whether or not you did it. Because you guys have no idea, man. You know how many people just, I thought they were buying because they would say it in the chat. And then when push comes to shove, it just wasn't there. So be wise and be mindful. The 2K would jumpstart liquidity. Not for the banks. It would help Main Street out. You see what I'm saying? That's where, like, I think the economy is going to be good. I think next year the actual economy will be good, but now, you know, again, Wall Street, the only way the economy gets better in a weird way is if Wall Street has to compete for dollars. Does that make sense? Because then the banks and all that, they're going to have to compete and lower rates to get your business. To get those dollars out of your hand, they have to offer you something now. If that makes any sense. They would have to give you something. They can't just be like, take it or leave it, right? There's so much money floating around. They're getting paid such high rates. They could be like, yeah, sorry, take it or leave it. Do you want to overpay? Well, you're sorry, 9% mortgage. Sorry. You get what I'm saying? So it's going to have both good and bad, but the idea is that they're trying to lift up Main Street right now after, you know, pretty much Main Street kind of got left behind. And even though the stocks went up, the stocks going up, it doesn't translate. And then even then the banks are kind of greedy, and these companies, you know, they don't do it. Yeah, they just keep front running. No, the data is going to come out. The data is going to be good. I'm telling you, I really think the data is going to be way better than people think. Or it's going to be like, it'll be good that it will be bad. But it's just, I think inflation is going to come down. I think you're going to see lower inflation and you're going to see lower jobs, but not as low as people think. However, the layoff warnings, the warn notice, that was pretty bad. And then even into next year. So think about it. What were we just talking about with this conversation? So do you guys not believe it then? Do you guys just agree but not don't think it'll materialize? It's already been a year. So I think you'll get slightly lower unemployment, but think about it. What do you don't I could almost guarantee you in like a year from today, like November 2026, CPI numbers are going to be lower. Like maybe even a lot lower. It's deflationary. So you guys are kind of already feeling it. Even shutting down the economy was deflationary. So do you get what I'm saying? It's going to be lower CPI. The only problem is I don't think they're trying to work through how the government or how the data, that even if it's good, it gets received as bad for Wall Street. They're trying to get the best of both worlds. But yeah, I think the CPI is going lower. I think even Bank of America believes this because that's the reality. I mean, look at things are slowing down. If people really did lose their job, that demand going out the window will not be able to, doesn't matter how many fucking checks they give out, because you're going to have lower employment, but then all of this like slowdown, competing, take it or leave it, instead of the take it or leave it economy, it's going to be lower CPI. I mean, again, rental without the demand from the other 20 million people that were getting loans that other people couldn't, that's not going to be there anymore. So yeah, you're going to have a lower CPI. I even think these data sets we missed out on should be lower, but especially coming into next year, I really believe all those numbers will be a lot lower. You just probably, when you get it, you're not going to like it, because what does that mean? Lower inflation means slower economy in some areas. So people are going to get what they want and then not like what they wanted, essentially. Oh shit. Hey, yo, Derek. Is Derek here? Strong time. From the strong time. BCE and Omer. Oh, what's up? All right, email me in a second. You're gonna need to send me an email. So be ready. I mean, it's not about what's worse. It's just about understanding it. I don't think a lot of people get it. Just tariffs are deflationary. It slows down demand. It affects employment. And then prices go down. That's it. So it's not about higher unemployment, high inflation, because you wouldn't get the other things if that was the case. You wouldn't get, like, even if they pumped the money out, but if you didn't have the tariffs being deflationary, you're in a different scenario. Anecdotally, prices have ticked up. It just all depends. That's where they went after beef and all that. So even then, I've even told you that. That's kind of the problem that I think they're trying to shake it out of, because there's a lot of like mess ups in certain areas, like mainly California, dude. I think if you live in certain places, you're not feeling the decline. You know, if you wanted to go buy like a fucking house, or you wanted to go buy like a car and get an easy loan, you would get a way better deal right now, almost anywhere. But then it just all depends on your taxes and stuff. But that's the crazy part, because like my gas, I've noticed that my gas does not go down. What do you mean oil is at 50, 60 bucks and I'm paying $5 a gallon at Costco? No. So look at some of you guys, you're buying gas in a different place. Yeah, you're like, yeah, it's coming down. But certain places in certain areas, whether it's food and some basic stuff that really impacts CPI, in certain states, dude, it's not moving at all. And that's not because the prices didn't go down. It's because the prices went down, but mix it in with the taxes and the regulation, they're still through the roof. I mean, again, I'm paying $5 a gallon, dude. No, but that's because of taxes. So in California, it's like about 80, 90 cents of taxes. So the gas is probably at $3.99, but then with the taxes and all, you're paying $4. Then you mix in 50 cents a gallon of any other issue, supply effect, refine effect, and yeah, then there you go. But it's just not showing up. But like I'm saying, if you went to go buy a house anywhere in California, it's going to be cheaper. Trump set to make U.S. travel stops before year end, discuss economy. Oh, he's going to go on tour? He's going to go on tour to explain it. AI can now plan your next travel, MSN. They're coming out with that Expedia news from earlier. Oh, yeah, he's live.
Million tickets sold for the matches we'll have between 5
Why,
and 10
dude, this
million
guy
people
look more and
coming,
more like a
to
conehead
America from
every time I see
all over the
him.
world to enjoy,
You know what I'm saying?
the World Cup.
You know
And
the
with
movie
this
Coneheads?
FIFA pass,
Duh, he didn't look like this
we
last time.
Can make sure that those who buy
When did he look like
tickets
this?
that are
I'm never
legitimate
shaving my head
football
now.
Fans or soccer fans,
I don't know. I don't have a
they can,
conehead-shaped
come
head.
and attend,
Everybody I see it on,
the
it
World
looks
Cup in the
good.
best conditions,
So why he look, bro? He looked
from,
like a conehead.
getting their
I'm not
visa
even
and
trying to be
coming
mean. I'm
to
just
the country
observing.
to enjoy.
You know what I'm talking about? I wasn't allowed to watch the movie.
Jobs.
You know, have you ever seen Coneheads? Bro.
Build on that
Dog, he looked just like a conehead right now.
Greater. Here you are, the number one country in the world, the United
Dog,
States.
why
of
do he look
America,
like
Mr.
that?
President. You have to be the number one country as well in the number one sport in the world. So we have to work for that, and we will do that, and the World Cup will be very, very significant.
Why he look like it's
Big
growing,
thank
bro.
you to you, to
He look
White
like they
House
planted a
task force,
conehead.
to
It's germinating
everyone
right
involved,
now.
And we are celebrating
Look
next
at him on the
year
side.
the 250 years.
He
but
didn't look like
also
that last time.
The greatest and most inclusive World Cup ever.
Are you going to
We'll
include
have 6
coneheads?
billion people watching. We have the draw coming
You're
up.
distracting me.
On the 5th of December here.
Look up.
At the Kennedy Center.
Why
in
keep looking
Washington,
there?
D.C.
It's weighing
1
him
billion,
down.
People watching the draw to find out who plays whom and where. We have 32 teams already qualified. before or by tomorrow night we'll have 42 out of 48 qualified. So a quarter of the world will be here, and we are looking very much forward. So thanks for the support, thanks for the great work, and always happy to be here at home, if I can say that.
You are. We are. There's your beautiful trophy right there.
Yeah.
And a big part of it too.
Big part.
Marco, would you say a few words?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. First of all, for getting the games, because this happened in your first term when the Cup came here, and it's a major undertaking. So we've deployed over 400 additional consular officers around the world to deal with that, in some cases doubling the size of the consular presence in our embassies in certain countries. And the good news now is that in about 80% of the world you can get an appointment within 60 days. It used to take, half a year or longer, and now sometimes it took, now you can get it in less than 2 months, where in places
Nah, bro, I
it took
usually
over a
like
year.
the bald
Places,
head
for
look.
example, like Brazil and Argentina, you would have to took over a year to get an appointment. Now you can get it in less than 2 months. So our advice to everybody is, if you have a ticket for any of the games, you need to apply if you haven't done so as soon as possible. Don't wait till the last minute. Your ticket is not a visa. It doesn't guarantee admission to the U.S. It guarantees you an expedited appointment. You're still going to go through the same vetting. We're going to do the same vetting as anybody else would get. The only difference here is we're moving them up in the queue. We're moving them up faster. But my advice to everyone that's watching around the world is, if you intend to come to the games, you have to have a ticket. You need to apply. Apply as soon as possible. You're going to get your interview within 6 to 8 weeks, and move forward from there. Don't wait till the last minute to do it. Thank you.
Mr. Congressman, would you like to say that?
Well, first of all, Mr. President, none of this would have happened without your leadership securing this during your first term. I tell my colleagues all the time, this will be the largest sporting event in the history of the world. We expand from 32 to 48 teams for the first time ever. We're doing it with Mexico and Canada, but obviously the 11 host cities will be here in the United States, and it's going to have a $30 billion impact economically in this country. And so it has been a team effort by everybody, but I also want to thank President Infantino, and obviously you, Mr. President, and your entire team, Andrew and Nick and everybody. It is going to be an unbelievable sporting event next summer.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Andrew, would you like to say something?
Sure. I think
we'll have somebody much more important.
it's much more important. And honestly, without her work, without Secretary of State Rubio's work in the State Department, this would not happen. And without your leadership and your vision, this would not have happened. I think 2 key points. One that the Secretary of State already highlighted. This is a welcoming message to the world without going around the safety and security procedures. It's so key to make sure that this World Cup is safe and secure, and the White House Task Force is working every day to make sure that's the case. And also, as Congressman LaHood said, the economic benefits for American businesses, both small and large, from a $30 billion event like this. So really, thanks to all the White House Task Force members, from Secretary Rubio to Secretary Noem, to notice of funding opportunities that went out to the cities and states last month were really key from the safety and security perspective, to Deputy Chief of Staff Luna, who is integral in this whole process, to the White House Task Force members that are standing in the back of the room today and that couldn't be here. Without your hard work, this would not have happened, and I really can't thank you enough for really the best team I've ever been a part of. And also to FIFA, to the President Gianni Infantino, my good friend Carlos Cordiero. Your desire to make this World Cup the best yet, it's contagious. Every single day I come in and think, what can we do to make this even better? And Mr. President, your vision more than anything. I think it takes a unique visionary to be able to go and see a sporting event and realize that this can be one of the greatest cultural events in world history. And I think there are very few people, aside from the 45th and 47th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
I sold the Expedia. That went up another 200%.
Mr. President, thank you for Andrew. Thank you for making him the head of our FIFA task force. He's fantastic. And Nick has been a rock star in facilitating all of our meetings, getting everybody together, and making sure that we're prepared to host this event. And it's going to be the world's
bro, you're
largest
dumping.
sporting
It's
event
Power Hour in
ever
1
hosted,
minute,
and it's
but
happening under your
ever since
leadership.
that
So
gold shit, bro, I told you. I can't
department
believe
has
it
been
did it
working with
again.
the Department of Homeland
We might
Security
just
is
keep
working
waiting
on
for
making sure
liquidity
people
if
can
you ever
travel
want to
here
play it
safely.
intraday.
They know that they're welcome
Otherwise,
to
you're
the
just going to
United
chop
States,
city your
that each
ass.
of these events
Because look, gold had the
will be,
biggest move. The
cooperative
SPY
events
just
with our
unlocked,
cities
and
to
now
make sure that
now it's
security needs are
moving.
met. We put out over $600 million worth of grants to the 11 host cities that they'll have the advantage to partner on technologies and screening technologies, drone technology, counter UAS.
I think it's the same setup from the other day, and then that's it. I think gold triggered it. It's just liquidity, and then getting ready for the earnings stuff. But whatever we were dealing with on Friday didn't go away.
Coming in thoroughly vetted, just like anyone who would travel here, and they would come and enjoy our country, and then they would go home. And go home in a timely manner. So we're excited about that, and we're excited to partner with you, Mr. President, on creating memories for people around the world that will make them not just fall in love with the United States, but also fall in love with the sport of soccer.
Thank you. How many games are there, Johnny, total?
Total 104 games, meaning 104 Super Bowls in 1 month. This is the magnitude of the event.
When you think
it is, it's incredible.
It's going to be the biggest sporting event we've ever had. It's like having 104, or even if you cut it in half, 50, 60 Super Bowls, right? That's okay too. Any questions?
Mr. President, can you just take us through this FIFA Pass idea that you guys are talking about here? How exactly is it going to work for ticket holders to this big event that the United States is hosting?
I'll let my guys do that because they can do it much better. And either one of you two, Nick, would you like to talk about it?
Sure. Well, Mr. President, without your leadership, this would not happen. And we came in 10 months. We have a system that's going to welcome the world. The greatest host in the history of the world is going to host the world here. Basically, this system allows folks with a FIFA ticket purchased through FIFA to go through the FIFA portal that is then going to get prioritized with the State Department, so that those appointments are going to be had before existing appointments, so that people, when they buy tickets, they have confidence that they're going to be able to come to the games and spend their money and travel this country and do all the things that they want to do and enjoy the game. So it's an incredible vision that the President executed here. Within 10 months, we started with really not that much. And so this whole team here, with the President's guidance, has made this possible. It's going to be the greatest games in the history of the world.
Okay, do you have that?
Yes.
Yes. Not too complicated.
Yeah, the shitty fucking volatility plays, any volatility plays from earlier, they only went up like, from the gold point, they only would have made you 20%. But then the ones from Friday are coming back to price now, which is good. That means it's going to be hard. If you want to buy any out of the monies on the dump, they're going to make it hard. And then the only time you'll want to buy it, or it'll become a good price, is when you don't want to buy it. But yeah, watch gold. That's going to be your signal, bro. Anything liquidity-wise.
It's a huge economic boon to this. You know, we had a little shutdown that was caused by the Democrats, and this will make up for it many times over, so that's good. But I think it's the importance of the event all over the world. The world is watching, and it really is. It's like having, many Super Bowls, actually. Each game is almost a Super Bowl. Some of them are, I guess you could say, bigger than Super Bowls. I guess when you get to the finals, it's of that level or more. Worldwide, I think it's got to be more. So that's great. When Johnny and I made the deal, I never thought I was going to be president because I was supposed to be retired by that time, and I got a little lucky. So I'm very honored to have it. And we have the Olympics coming too. That'll be great. And the 250. 250 is going to be right out on the lawn. You're going to have a UFC event with Dana White and his people. He's going to
I'm taking profits on things into this. So just like, again, Chop City, motherfucker.
They're going to have the greatest card they've ever assembled.
If you got anything ripping, I would utilize it to your advantage.
We'll be watching
and then vice versa. Because you're going to have to keep doing this back and forth.
It's going to be on June 14th. So it's really going to be an amazing period of time. But this is something very, very special. World Cup. All my life I've heard about it. Yep.
Mr. President, I have a question about Venezuela, but can I just first ask, the help of the president's always news. Your voice sounds a little rough. Are you feeling all right?
I feel great. I was shouting at people because...
hey, yo, why is Progeny going crazy? I thought this was a put. I got an old Progeny that's up like 300, 400%.
But I blew my stack at these people.
CEO buys 1.9 million a share.
It sounds like there's a follow-up there. Can I ask you about Venezuela?
You said there was a
what was Progeny? Remember, was that a buyout?
I don't want to hear that.
Okay. You suggested you've made a decision about what you want to do next about Venezuela. I understand you don't want to tip your hand. Was there anything you're ready to rule out at this point? Are you ruling out U.S. troops on the ground?
No, I don't rule out that. I don't rule out anything. We just have to take care of Venezuela. They dumped hundreds of thousands.
You could set up for pre, but we're already in it.
Nobody knows better.
The calls haven't really moved too much. If you're out, I'm on the out of the money plays. They haven't really moved. The puts are the same. The calls are the same from a couple days ago, surprisingly.
Nobody comes in. but we had millions of people pouring through. A year ago, we had millions of people pouring through our border, and many of them came from Venezuela, including Tren de Aragua, the gang. And I guess what I'm hearing, Christy, is that's as bad a gang as there is anywhere in the world.
It's the worst.
Is that
Absolutely,
actually?
sure. Absolutely, they are the worst.
I mean, they're worse than MS-13.
They're killers. They massacre people. They cut them up into pieces.
That was something with the
and
gene, right? Because they
bury
came,
them
dude,
in
that
their
thing's
communities
ripping.
Where they grew up. They're horrible people.
I thought it was just a dead put or something.
Many of them, most of them, pretty soon, most of them are going to be out. But they sent them in like we're a dumping ground. So I'm not in love with the people running Venezuela. I love Venezuela. I love the people of Venezuela. But what they've done to this country, and I really say this, what Biden and the Democrats have done to this country can never, ever be forgotten.
You suggested Maduro wants to talk. Are you prepared to speak with him directly? Would you commit to doing that before you order strikes?
Yeah, I probably would talk to him. Yeah, I talk to everybody.
Mr. President,
Go ahead,
follow
please.
up on Garrett. Was that what you were
Please, go
referring
ahead.
to? Was that India?
Rebecca's up with Blaze News. So in a recent interview,
What?
you had made some remarks about H-1B visas. You said
what?
about H-1B visas.
Yeah.
You said that there were certain talents that Americans needed to outsource to foreign workers. Could you clarify?
Until
maybe?
they learn that, yeah. Like, for instance, if you're going to be making chips, we don't make chips too much here anymore, but we are going to be in a period of a year. We're going to have a big portion of the chip market. But we have to train our people how to make chips because we didn't do it. We used to do it, and then foolishly we lost that business to Taiwan. Very, very foolishly, because if they had a president that thought like I did, they would not have let that happen. But it's all coming back. I think we're going to have within a few years, we're going, and not because of the CHIPS Act. The CHIPS Act was a disaster for this country. We gave away billions of dollars to other countries and other locations and companies, and all they did was rob our money. But because of tariffs, the chips are coming back. Chip makers are all coming back. And I think within a very short period of time, we're going to have maybe even the majority of the chip making in the world will be right in the United States, where it should have been all along. But because we had people that didn't believe in tariffs, they believed in them, but they didn't know how to use them, we would have had nobody leaving our country right now. And instead, you have almost 100% of the chips are made in Taiwan. It's so disgraceful. The good news is it's all coming back. Yeah, please.
Mr. President,
the gentleman in the back.
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to just follow up on Venezuela. In these talks with Maduro, is there anything that he could say or do that would allow you to feel like he could stay with your support? Is there anything that he could say that you would be, okay, you can stay with you?
It's hard to say that. You know, the question's a little bit tricky. I don't think it was meant to be tricky. It's just that, look, he's done tremendous damage to our country, primarily because of drugs, but really because we have that problem with other countries too. But more than any other country, the release of prisoners into our country has been a disaster. He's emptied his jails. Others have done that also. He has not been good to the United States. So we'll see what happens. At a certain period of time, I'll be talking to him.
Mr. President, to follow up, you mentioned your voice and you were shouting about trade. Which country in particular upset you? Was it India?
No. A country wanted to try and renegotiate the terms of their trade deal, and I wasn't happy about it.
Well, which country was it? People want to know.
Why would I say that to you? I can't believe it.
Mr. President, on the World Cup, if you would.
What a
Seattle
dumb bitch.
The new mayor-elect of Seattle is a Democratic socialist.
Oh, shit. No.
Seattle has six,
or beyond. I watched her.
Right. Seattle has
That's more than socialist.
I'm a dumb bitch. I just
Seattle
fat
has
fingered.
6 World Cup games. How close are you going to be watching?
Instant
that
karma.
city with the
I bought
crime?
fucking 10 instead of fucking
Well,
1.
if we think, and I'll have to speak to Johnny about this, but if we think that the mayor of LA is incompetent, everybody knows that. You know that I was there, I guess, 2 years ago, and we got all the federal permits taken care of, far more complex than the state permits and the city permits. And Lee Zeldin, who's a superstar, got everything taken care of. The toughest part, having to do with the fires, that should have never happened. If they let the water come in, it wouldn't have happened, right? Do you know that people aren't building their houses yet? I mean, can you imagine that? And if we didn't go in early on, Christy, I think we can say it. Well, the head of their police department said it. They were unable to handle. You would have had, not only did you have the fires.
Shit, I didn't want to buy those.
Total insurrection in Los Angeles.
Oops.
And if we didn't go in, and the head of, the gentleman, he said it, and he said it strongly.
That
said we
chip
could not
news
have
is
done it
pumping.
without the federal government. We did a great job. If we think there's going to be a sign of any trouble, I would ask Johnny to move that to a different city. We have a lot of cities that would love to have it, number one, and we'll do it very safely. So if we think there's a problem in Seattle where you have a very, very liberal/communist mayor, I would say, certainly beyond just liberal. I watched her over the weekend. Wow, that's another beauty we got there. But if we think there's going to be a problem, Johnny, can I say we will move? I don't think you're going to have this problem, but we're going to move the event to someplace where it's going to be appreciated and safe.
Yeah, well, I think safety and security is the #1 priority for a successful World Cup. We can see today that people have trust in the United States when we see at the ticket sales, we sold, record-breaking figures of tickets, almost 2 million already sold out of 2 million that we've been selling. This is because people, they know that they will be coming here and they will experience a safe and secure World Cup. This is the responsibility, of course, of the government, of Secretary Norm, of everyone, and obviously we will. We will discuss. We are working together. We have a task force for this, and we must ensure that all fans coming from abroad or being here, they can experience a celebration of coming together of the sport, and this goes only with 100% safety.
We are communicating with all these mayors about what their responsibilities are. They know the safety and security of these events is their #1 responsibility, and we'll be there. The president's always there to keep Americans safe, but he also makes sure the people that know their responsibilities and that they're prepared to host these events and do so in a safe manner.
Is there a timeline that would have
There was some news this morning from an Axios report that Senator Ted Cruz was laying the groundwork for a potential 2028 presidential run. Could I get your reaction to? Could you see yourself supporting?
Who are these people?
I haven't spoken to him about it. It's a little early.
We gotta win midterms. Who are you people? 45 minutes remaining.
He's a good friend of mine. You remember we had quite a campaign against Ted, and it worked out quite nicely. Let's see, where are we? But I'm not that surprised to hear that.
Mr. President, on the tariff exemptions, you had some recently on a variety of different goods. I'm wondering, are you ruling out going forward no more exemptions on products? You were mentioning a disagreement you had earlier. So I'm wondering,
taken in hundreds of billions of dollars in tariff money. We're going to be issuing dividends later on, somewhere.
All right, I got to lower the fat finger with profit. But I'm still keeping a couple. I'm down. I just went way too big on that one. I can't believe it filled me. It usually rejects that.
Middle income.
But it filled it that
we're
time.
We're going to pay down debt. We have a lot of money from tariffs. If we didn't have tariffs, the station
Who's
would
the
be in serious
bitch?
trouble.
Nah.
And, we've taken in tremendous amounts of money. And you know what's more important than that? We've protected our businesses from being raided like we did with the chip business. Now we're bringing them all back. But we had 100% of the chip industry. And then they left. They went mostly to Taiwan and South Korea, but mostly Taiwan. And they have almost 100%. And we're going to have, within a short period of time, a big percentage of the chip business are coming back because of tariffs, because they don't want to pay the tariffs, because the tariffs will be very steep if they don't come back, and they've committed to come back. As you probably heard, Apple is now up to $700 billion. We have NVIDIA at $600 billion. We have tremendous amounts of money pouring in. Our country has become amazing again and really, really rich again. I will say this. We have a decision we're waiting for. It's a very big decision. The numbers that we've taken in, if you talk about investments, is trillions, not with a B, not with an M, millions, but trillions of dollars. I can't imagine having to give that money back on something that we're allowed to do. And the ones that are fighting us are countries, largely. They're back in countries that have been ripping us off for years. using tariffs to rip us off. And now we're able to defend ourselves. It really is a matter of national security, because economic security is national security. So I think you're going to see another thing happening. I think you'll see food prices. They've come down very substantially since Biden. But I think you're going to see food prices coming down very substantially.
Saudi Arabia, tomorrow you're hosting Saudi Arabia. Are you planning to sell F-35s to Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
I mean, and also, are you looking at doing a similar security agreement like you did with
No, I am planning on doing that.
You're
They want to buy.
F-35s?
They've been a great ally. They've got to like us very much. Look at the Iran situation, what we did in terms of obliterating, we obliterated their nuclear capability. Yeah, I will say that we will be doing that. We'll be selling F-35s.
Mr. President, to clarify something you posted on Truth Social last night, you urged House Republicans to vote in favor of this Epstein release bill they're going to vote on tomorrow. I just want to be super clear on your position. Do you want to see that pass the Senate? Would you sign that bill if it gets to your desk?
I do want to. Here's what I want. We have nothing to do with Epstein. The Democrats do. All of his friends were Democrats. You look at this Reid Hoffman, you look at Larry Summers, Bill Clinton, they went to his island all the time, and many others. They're all Democrats. All I want is for people to recognize a great job that I've done on pricing, on affordability, because we brought prices way down, but they're going way lower, on energy, on ending 8 wars and another one coming pretty soon, I believe. We've done a great job. And I hate to see that deflect from the great job we've done. So I'm all for it. We've already given 50,000 pages. You do know that. Unfortunately, like with the Kennedy situation, with the Martin Luther King situation, not to put Jeffrey Epstein in the same category, but no matter what we give, it's never enough. With Kennedy, we gave everything and it wasn't enough. With Martin Luther King, we gave everything and it's never enough. We've already given, I believe the number is 50,000 pages. 50,000 pages. And it's just a Russia hoax as it pertains to the Republicans. Now, I believe that some of the people that we mentioned are being looked at very seriously for their relationship to Jeffrey Epstein, but they were with him all the time. I wasn't at all. And we'll see what happens. What I just don't want Epstein to do is detract from the great success of the Republican Party, including the fact that the Democrats are totally blamed for the shutdown. They cost our country hundreds of billions of dollars with that, at a lot of inconvenience. So I'm for any. I don't. They can do whatever they want. We'll give them everything. Sure, I would. Let the Senate look at it. Let anybody look at it. But don't talk about it too much, because honestly, I don't want to take it away from us. It's really a Democrat problem. The Democrats were Epstein's friends, all of them, and it's a hoax. The whole thing is a hoax, and I don't want to take it away from really the greatness of what the Republican Party has accomplished over the last period of time. Yeah,
Kenview's on the low? Yo, what the fuck happened to Kenview?
Administration officials had said when the shutdown
that got
ends,
rocked.
reevaluate the
They were
farm
leading.
release. Now we have the deal with China. So is the administration still looking to dish out farmer relief now that the government is back open?
we want to. I'm always going to help our farmers.
So are you still looking to do
I would do that, yeah. If they need relief, we'll be there for them. We're going to always be for our farmers.
So what are you waiting
Yeah,
for?
please, in the back.
Mr. President, just speaking of the economic impacts of FIFA and possibly moving to another city, some games if you feel it's crime, is there like a timeline that you would do that? Because these cities, there's sponsorships, there's economic impacts for these communities.
Sure.
Is there?
The governors are going to have to behave. The mayors are going to have to behave. In the case of California, you have a problem. You have high crime. And you have.
Is it moving on the Saudi news?
Just suffered great fires and everything else.
Everybody knew this, though. He said this last week. It's going to
And if we
pay.
didn't go in from the crime standpoint, you would have had a disaster. It would have been. It was not going to be handled properly. It wasn't able to be.
Man, we still got 40
And the
minutes?
police said without-
Well, I
as I
took a
said,
lot of profit and I
without the
added
federal
one more
government,
call
they could
play.
not have
Just
done it.
it
So
already
here's
went
the
up.
story.
The fat finger worked.
I love Los
Maybe I should have
Angeles.
fucking kept it.
If they want help,
I don't have as many,
during
but the
this,
big
I
one
would
would
love
have
to
made a
send
very
in
good
National Guard
profitability.
or whoever's necessary to help them.
Nice.
I want it to be great. I'd love it to be in Los
Do you
Angeles.
like?
I love the place.
Well, do
It's
you
a
make an
natural for
option
Los
trade?
Angeles. If we
My
think they're
country,
gonna-
you get
there's gonna be
many
crime,
options.
If we are
Unless you
obstructed
woman.
by the governor, and maybe he won't obstruct.
I
Maybe
feel
it'll
like
be great.
Borat go get
but
you
I'd
banned,
love him
bro. I don't
for
know
him
if
to
you
call
live
and say,
in
you know,
Borat
we'd like
world
to have
anymore.
some extra.
Very
because
nice.
If there's even a
You
hint
make
of a
you let
problem,
them
we want to
trade?
get in there
Huh?
before the
I
problem
trade you
occurs.
got.
We want to make it totally safe for
Wow.
Johnny and FIFA and all
Well,
the
we
great people that are going to be
save
there. And I think that's gonna
10%.
happen.
Otherwise,
I would
your
be honored to
brother
help
below will take it.
California. if
He'll
they're gonna have a
snatch
problem.
you
And if they think
and
they're gonna have a
violently
problem,
beat
they
you
should
in
say
the
so.
sleep.
We can be
Not
in
good.
there in
No.
24
have-
hours notice and do a great job.
Okay, I go to the potty hole.
Well, I think
I
this-
build
they
a
would
hole
tell
and
us
I
if
make
they would
a
tell
make
us now,
a
they're not
make
gonna
a
have
pee pee.
problem.
I
Because
have
if we
to
go
go.
in, they don't have a problem. Look at D.C. There's no crime in D.C. anymore, and D.C. was a mess. If they want us to go in, I'd like them to tell us right now. But if we go in, there will be no problem. There will be no crime.
What's the message then to like local businesses who are considering sponsoring?
Tell your governor to ask for federal help. We'd love to help them.
Also potentially launching strikes in Mexico or putting American troops or American personnel into Mexico to deal with the
Would I
cartels.
launch strikes in Mexico to stop drugs? It's okay with me. Whatever we have to do to stop drugs. Mexico is. Look, I looked at Mexico City over the weekend. There's some big problems over there. If we had to, would we do there what we've done to the waterways? You know, there's almost no drugs coming in through our waterways anymore. Isn't it down like 85%?
It is, sir.
I don't know who the 15% would be. It wouldn't be you.
No, that's for sure.
No, I think it's been.
Tons and tons of
You would say
drugs.
that's a big signal.
Absolutely.
We have almost no drugs coming into our country by the sea, by the waterways, and you know why? Okay, I mean it's pretty obvious. Would I do that on the land corridors? I would. Look, every boat we knock out, we save 25,000 American lives. Not to mention the destruction of families. These families are decimated forever. The mother, the father, the children. They never recover really from it. You know, when you lose somebody like the way they live. If you lose them, but the way they die is horrible. So when we knock out a boat and we save 25,000 lives, that's great. Now, do I feel the same way about the corridors that they use? We know every one of them. We have every one of those corridors under major surveillance. We have nobody coming in through our southern border. But we know exactly how they get their things here, how they get the drugs here, fentanyl, cocaine. Colombia has cocaine factories where they make cocaine. Would I knock out those factories? I would be proud to do it personally. I didn't say I'm doing it, but I would be proud to do it because we're going to save millions of lives by doing it.
Would you only do it with Mexico's permission, though?
I wouldn't answer that question. I've been speaking to Mexico. They know how I stand. We're losing hundreds of thousands of people to drugs. So now we've stopped the waterways, but we know every route. We know every route. We know the addresses of every drug lord. We know their address. We know their front door. We know everything about every one of them. They're killing our people. That's like a war. Would I do it? I'd be proud to. I'd probably go into Congress and say, hey, and you know what? The Democrats and the Republicans would both agree. Unless they're crazy. And they are a little crazy on the Democrat side. But we have lost hundreds of thousands of people a year, death. And that's not talking about family destruction, that's talking about death. And much of it comes through Mexico. So let me just put it this way. I am not happy with Mexico. Okay? Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. LMT's still going, bro. That's crazy. Now remember, we got that news last week and it didn't move. But yeah, I guess it's maybe Trump saying it, but not bad. Very nice. My finger was very large, but it make it small. Not bad. Wow. I like. Hi, my name is Wiki long term. Yo. I'm a long term. I'm a straight up G. The long term life is the life for me. Saving 10 by day, holding long by night. Being the long term is hella tight. I walk around town with the large long term. Yo, holy throwback, right? I also don't like Robin Hood. You shouldn't too. And don't get me started about... I'm a long term. I'm a straight up G. Do you guys remember Fry That Chicken? Or is that... I don't know if that you'll get canceled for that now. But there was a song back in the day called Fry That Chicken by Miss Peaches. I love that song. Before it was like politically... And I don't even know if it's politically incorrect. But yeah, those are from the old Halo days. All right, man, get ready for tomorrow. I would have taken some, you guys heard a lot of ding dings. Take some profits, be wise. You might wake up to like a baby gap down tomorrow, and then it just goes back up. And then once some of the liquidity chills out, I think you'll play this game back and forth until Wednesday NVIDIA. And then after that, we're off to the races. And then we'll see. Off to the races could be to the downside. Again, we got a bunch of both. You just got to sell them when they go your way. And then you'll get clobbered on the run. Some of the earlier plays got clobbed, but we keep them small. I went bigger on that other one by accident, but yeah, it ended up working. Long-term life is the life for me. Look at you guys, all you old Halo players. All you OGs of the internet. That was a good time on the internet, huh? Now look at us. Now everybody's just angry. But I remember when everybody loved it. I love it. Oh man. Life is a joy. Hi, my name is Wicked long term. Can I see? Let's see. Trump says if U.S. had to strike Mexico to stop drug flow, that is okay with him. And he would be proud to strike the drug factories, though he's not saying he will. Damn, it sucks because he doesn't want to ruin the relationship with Scheinbaugh. But, yeah, I mean, I can't believe it, bro. I can't believe they're fighting back against the cartels. Not America, but the Mexican people, bro. Gen Z of Mexico, God bless you guys. I don't know, man. Can y'all put, like, free Mexico in your bio? Because, like, it's one of the best things ever, dude. It's one of the best things ever for the Mexican people. It is dangerous, though. That's the thing. The cartels don't fucking play around. Anybody who supports it, bro. But that's why I'm like, I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. They're actually doing it. Anything to distract from Epstein? Oh, man. You're one of them, bro? Are you okay? Are you okay, brother? Have you actually, like, looked into it? Did you see the lady? So how do you feel that during one of the trials, there was a congressional lady who was getting text messaged by Jeffrey Epstein and was asking questions that Jeffrey was texting her? How do you feel about that? No, serious. This is real. This is objectively true. So Jeffrey Epstein was texting a lady in Congress, giving her the questions so that she could go take down Trump. Did you see that? I know you say you want them all in jail, Democrats and Republicans. I agree with you, but like I'm saying, I just this topic gets so convoluted. That's why I think Donald Trump says what he does about distracting, because some people use it to judge. But like, how do you feel about that? Since you're the one who brought it up, I'm just gonna ask you. You're the one who wanted to fucking talk about it, so did you see that, or have you not seen? Do you know what I'm talking about, or no? I'm gonna find it for you. Because this is probably one of the craziest ones I've seen, and this was actually released by the Washington Post, which is crazy. That means most of you in the public domain of like mainstream, you should. Well, he stopped answering me. I don't know how you pay $50 to stop answering me. So you got to answer me, brother. Otherwise, you know what's going to happen, right? Because have you not seen this video? Look, I'll show everybody now. Now thousands of people get to see this. So look, these are from 2019 hearing against the Michael Cohen thing, right? So look, Stacey Plaskett, the Virgin, I think she's still in Congress. I know you're saying, no. Have you seen this video, Ram? Have you seen this? It was reviewed by multiple feeds and matched the text. Look at this. This is insane. So look, that's why I'm like, in a weird way, all you guys who keep bringing it up, I have got to learn way more. But it does seem more like it's democratic. That's just all I'm saying. But yes, I believe anybody who's in it should go to jail. If they have done any abuse, I agree. And I don't know, have you seen the movie Sound of Freedom? You should go watch it. You guys, we should all, honestly, everybody who wants we should all watch Sound of Freedom together. You know, but have you seen this video? How come you're avoiding this question, brother? I've asked, have you seen this?
While we were once driving through a struggling neighborhood in Chicago,
Jeffrey texted her, he said, are you chewing?
Commented that only
this is the craziest shit I've ever seen.
Attorney-client privilege, yes, I will turn
brought
it
up
over.
Roner, keep her looking. She's texting him. And then she's going to ask questions that Jeffrey tells her to ask.
You have suggested you are going to review that. Are you going to review it in our next break to correct the record, yes or no?
Yes.
Question, you helped
Quick,
out
I'm
the
up
president's
next. Is that an acronym?
Or were involved
That's
in
what she
the
texts
campaign as a
Jeffrey. This is
representative
crazy.
Spokesman, even in your words today, it was
She
your
says that's
idea
his
for the
assistant.
campaign dating back to
Jeffrey is
2011.
texting
Is
her.
that accurate, yes or no?
Yes.
This is verified by multiple sources.
Weisenberg and other individuals, Ms. Rona. Who are those individuals? Are they with the Trump organization?
They
and
are.
Are there other people that we should be meeting with?
So,
You haven't seen it? No way.
Financial officer.
I thought, well, so listen, before you go around the internet, you should go review everything that's been released this far. Because there's a lot of stuff that came out. Like the Satoshi stuff, all the way down to Obama. Obama got mentioned. Clinton. Apparently Clinton had an affair I didn't know about. That's so far as what we're getting. But look, this is the craziest. This one's craziest. Who would, out of all the things I listed, this one's insane.
Ms. Rona, what is Ms. Rona's position?
Rona Graff is Mr. Trump's executive assistant.
And would she be able to corroborate many of the statements?
Dog, this is
Yes,
the worst.
Her office is directly.
This is after she said, and then he's texted her, good work.
Involved in.
This was after Jeffrey was already convicted of a sex crime. Again, with the children and everything. So after he was already convicted on the first one, same thing with Katie Couric. So even Katie Couric met with him after his first conviction, and then she even tried to say she didn't meet with him, but these Democrats in Congress were texting him and using it to ask questions if that means it would hurt Trump. So, yeah, you don't... But no, you should watch all of it then. I know you're saying you don't care if it's Republican or Democrat. I don't either. That's why I supported the movie Sound of Freedom. Have you ever seen the movie Sound of Freedom? I agree with y'all. That's why I'm just saying a lot of people as of late, they keep bringing up the list, but there was a dump that came out. I don't know why you guys haven't reviewed it. Republican or Democrat, I agree. You should go review it, and you'll kind of see. You'll even... Trump does get mentioned in it, and you can see how he was mentioned about it, but... There's no way you didn't see that. You guys should all look this up then. Go on Twitter. You'll find it. This is from the Washington Post. And then go watch Sound of Freedom too, because that was a big eye-opener, and I don't think that gets talked about enough. Bro, that one was crazy, though. I think that lady's still in Congress, I'm pretty sure. So, again, we should get her out right away and everybody involved. I agree with that. So, yes, they should vote for it, but... If you guys are really involved in it, or if you really want the list, I encourage you to go look up the data dump that came out in the last week or so, because there's a lot of info. And I am going to ask you. She got promoted. Oh, no way. Oh, wow, they gave her a promotion. Yeah, I mean, you don't see, like, kids get hurt in the movie, but it is, like, I watched it with my mom, and my mom was, like, pretty sad about it. But it was, like, it's doable. My mom cried during the movie, but it's doable. You could watch it, I think, even as a mother, and, like, even if you're sensitive towards things, it's just the story. Even what doesn't get shown will probably break your heart. That's how I felt. That's how a lot of people who watched it. It's because, like, you know what it is. Why is this in red? Fed Waller, quarter-point cut will provide... Oh, that's why. He wants a rate cut. Recent data drought shouldn't deter Fed from easing. Back to December rate cut. So, like, you guys want my tin? Some of you are going to get mad at me because I already know your guys' vibe. But then again, y'all haven't even you haven't even looked up all the info. But I'm like 80% sure now, maybe 75% sure. I'm pretty sure Donald Trump was a rat. I think he's an informant. Oh, they hate, dude. There was some weird shit, bro. Because Trump does get mentioned, and Epstein brings him up, and then they make like certain jokes and stuff. But I don't know. I think Trump snitched in other ways. I think Trump was doing some other shit, and that's why you probably don't. I think they're gonna release shit, and you're gonna see Trump was he was talked about, but I think there's stuff that's got redacted, but I think he was an informant. The dog that doesn't bark. That's what they called him. No, or I think he traded info for certain other things, but yeah, but then you have to go watch it all. Go see all the data that came out. Go look at all the emails. And then otherwise, if you're just using it to justify your political violence, I mean, again, I could give you a list of people right now in Congress that nobody is mentioning, like that Hassett lady or whatever her name is, which I just showed you. That's just pure evidence of her texting Epstein after a child conviction, and she is still interacting with him, saying thank you and using him to go after whoever her said political enemies were. Yeah, it's crazy. People are gonna say things and have documents and recordings. Don't believe. Knicks take it by 2. No, but you should see the other people. Again, I didn't know. So are you ready? I didn't know Hillary had an affair. Apparently, according to one of the emails. I can't believe. How come you guys haven't seen this? What the fuck? Why am I the old? There's no way. Y'all be asking. I'll be telling y'all shut up about this. I thought y'all would have been the first ones to read this. Y'all didn't see the Hillary one? And then Obama and the Filipinos? Oh. What's the fuck is happening? Oh, you guys go on Twitter and search this shit up. You'll find it. If you really care about it, go look at it. Because, yeah, your algo is betraying you. Because if you're not seeing these ones, I can't believe it. Not everybody gets. There's a lot of people implicated, but there's definitely people you know about now, and people you could, I mean, again, you could play the game, but if you really want justice, there's a lot of people named in that list that are still frolicking around. And then the sad part is that the people that interacted with him after his first child conviction, or after his first, I don't know if it's child or prostitution or forced whatever, but yeah, dude. Yeah, that's crazy. You guys should go look it up. Again, there's even more Hillary stuff that I didn't know about. I've cracked Hillary jokes for my whole life, and I didn't even know that one guy, and one of the guy, he clapped himself, who come to find out he was having an affair with her. That's what Jeffrey said, according to the emails. I just showed the one with the hearing. That's why, because Homeboy was saying release the list, and I'm like, have you seen this so far? But yeah, that's why I'm like, there was stuff that came out. It's actually nuts. Yeah, Mr. Foster. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that he was... I mean, that email was the only thing that implicated Hillary having an affair with him. I mean, I always thought it was Bill Clinton hoeing around. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know Hillary got the get back? Are you kidding me? And then they both are like, let's clean this mess up. Dude, it's nuts. Yeah, it's like the Scandal TV show, for real. My girlfriend loved that show. That'd be my ex-girlfriend. Why don't you? You have to watch the Philo. Mm-hmm. I know, bro. It's nuts. So yeah, if you guys, next time we have this conversation, you guys better be up to speed with what's already came out, okay? Otherwise, I'm gonna ban your ass for not being educated on it, especially if you're gonna yell it around public chat rooms. Because I don't like talking about it just because the nature of it. Like, you know, again, people don't even like talking about Sound of Freedom because of what it implies, you know? But yeah, for real, if you guys are like on the whole release the list squad and you want to make noise about it, I mean, I'm actually with you, but you need to go get educated on this. You need to go read what's already out there, because otherwise it don't really make sense why you wouldn't, because there was a dump that came out. So go look it up, because it's kind of nuts. There was more information that even I was not privy to. So yeah, Caesars is going up. I don't know if this is just 10-minute rigged or not. We got 10 minutes in 10 minutes. 10-minute rigged in 10 minutes. United regular schedules resumed at full capacity. SGBX? What's this? Up 57? Who's Kimberly Clark? She can save Gotham? I did see it. They made they said I don't know. You gotta go read it. All of you need to read it, because Jeffrey also implied that Donald Trump could be your first gay president. So this is all in there, bro. I'm not, listen, like I said, I want you guys to go and read it all, but, you know, don't let me be the guy to, that's what I'm saying. There's no fucking way all of you haven't seen this. I'm so pissed now, because I'm like, dog, are you seriously? Dog, how have you not seen this? How have you not seen this, bro? Oh my gosh. But yeah, like I'm telling you though, you can't let people use this to like fuck you up, okay? Because that's what I'm saying. I think people want y'all mad, but then they don't want you educated on all of it, on both sides. So I'm just a fan of reading everything, especially if it's funny tinfoil, bro, and like drama. Oh, I love it. Unfortunately, I love it. I know. Dude, there's so many. There's so many. What's it gonna do? I mean, at the end of the day, I think anybody fucking with children should be arrested. That's it. And we should fucking put them in the gulag, literally. But at the same time, I mean, there's a lot of people, there are so many people that don't really view it the same. But then they like to publicly tell you the same thing, but then they don't like do it. So yeah, that's why I even think some people are turning around and saying, fuck it, release it, go ahead. Because you should read it all, but I don't think that clearly some people aren't going to read it, because there's already shit that came out and people aren't reading it. And it's not, you're going to find out a lot of stuff. But remember, we knew a lot of, like, we had the general idea about 5-6 years ago. It was a really dark thing, man. It was really, I guess it would be Bill. And then, yeah, you're right. But like, yeah, you get the gist. But either way, it's still just, it's fucked up, but none of this is new. You know, I'm finding out new details, but the guy was a fucking sick fuck, dude, and he was playing a weird-ass political power game of, like, compromising people. And yeah, like, I think everybody knows this. But hey, man, we'll see. We'll see. before. Yeah, this was like a week or two ago. Like really over the last week, there was a lot of info that came out. You got to go on Twitter. You'll find it on Twitter. But then again, I think it really depends on how your algo is. Because if your algo is kind of compromised, it's just going to show you what you align with. So that's why, I mean, clear up your algos, you'll get better info. Otherwise, you're just going to get the same thing over and over again. $15 minutes remaining. Hi, my name is Wiki Law Term. Oh, I'm hungry. I need more pro. Just give me the pro. Just give me the light. How can you make amends? You're confused? You felt like this is a breakup? What? Well, if you're talking about Twitter, then y'all just need to pay attention. Same thing here. But I'm not really mad at anybody. But if y'all don't really understand or whatever, and it's clear y'all give a lot of time to other places, I mean, I'm not gonna babysit you. And so get a long term, follow along, and that's the best I could do. But we have gone. I'm in a great mood, man. I don't know. A lot of good things have happened, and so far we've cleared out more people than not. And I think we're getting to our core, and AI is helping us with the chat facts. So yeah, everything's good though. But I don't know what you're really implying. But if you got blocked on Twitter, I'll block you in here. So you got to find out why. If not, then maybe it is time to move on. Unfortunately, but your long term will provide still. But then again, you guys can't. I hope you don't give up on the things that really matter and, blending in too much other stuff, because it's just really easy to get lost in the sauce, and the world is changing rapidly. And yeah, I don't know, man. It's just, you guys gotta, it's your consequence. And I don't know, I think I did misrepresent stuff at some point, or maybe people got the idea that you could be lax about things, and I'm sorry for ever sending that message, but yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But everybody gets treated the same. So if you guys fall short of the standard, I don't want to block people, but for the sake of my algo and everybody else, I can't have it. So, but it's all love. You'll be good. Just give me the light. Oh yeah, you got blocked on X. Yeah. So you should have read my X posts if you haven't followed along, or if it doesn't notify you of the good post, that kind of just shows where your algo's at. And if you guys are engaging with people that I disapprove of, and it's not that as much as I disapprove of them, as I think it's gonna hurt you guys. I just can't have that, and then it's gonna recommend that to other people. So yeah, we need to cut it out. But that sucks. That sucks if you're just realizing that you have fell very, very far behind, but you got a long term, so it's good. But unfortunately, yeah, that's it. We can't do that, man. Just give me the light. Saudi Crown Prince, letter from Iran's president ahead of U.S. visit, state news. DoorDash. I thought DoorDash, didn't they get a breach earlier? But yeah, that's the good news. So like I told you guys, I mean, it might take a couple more months, but we already have a good setup now. But yeah, those of you who have not been blocked and have, you know, been following along and understand everything this year and even made the most of it to profit you, you guys will have a lot of good stuff coming your way. You know, believe me, none of the pain comes without gifts, my brother. You know what I'm saying? So I encourage you all to stick on the right path and stay on the right path and lock in, even without buying the locked in, and you'll see it, bro. That's what I'm saying. It'll be easier. We just got to clean up everything and, you know, clear the way for those who actually need it. And once we do that, it's going to be great. So, you know, there is a benefit at the end. So that's it. But it's on you, man. It's on you. Just give me the light. Yeah, someone posted about it. They're like, Plaskett took $30,000 from Epstein after he was convicted, was still having inappropriate conversations with him in 2019 and real-time suggestions on how to, quote, hurt him. Then Jeffrey's victims tried to depose her during civil litigation, and she tried to have them sanctioned while blocking discovery. How is this not the #1 story in America right now? And she just got a promotion in government. So yeah, I mean, that's that. Just give me the light. Just give me the light. Isn't that crazy? I didn't know she blocked the victims from fucking any sort of discovery in their case when they tried to depose her. That's so fucked up. And she took money from him. Problems to avoid solutions. To provide solutions. Yeah. Not avoid problems. Problems are good. Just give me the light. I hate. Why did I say that? Now it's gonna be stuck in my head all day. Yeah. It's on board a long time. Save that 10. Yeah. Walla save that 10. I'm so sorry. All right, man, we got 7 minutes. Rapparoony, Chattadoony. Rapparoony. I know, I'm so sorry, man. I get a new... It's the old school jams, though. I see it. The old school jams are very addictive. Alright, you better wrap a Rooney, Chad. I'm looking for any more dead plays that came to life. Dude, Dash is still ripping. But yeah, and then just get ready for tomorrow. DBRG, I forgot about that one. Did you see the live stream? A guy died while drilling into a UAP probe he found in the desert? No. That doesn't... I don't watch the alien videos, bro. That's crazy. And then NOC and the defense stocks went up. Chips? No, they might be. I mean, a lot of things kind of reversed right there at the end. The video wasn't bad, but no, I mean... Let's see that. Like memory is good, but I think you just kind of bounced off the end. Kind of when I went after we got done selling there, we sold a little bit. It slowed down. Gold stopped dying, and then that's it. I think a little bit of liquidity. You just got that end of the day liquidity issue. It just very reminiscent of last week, Thursday, Friday. But then before you know it, people are gonna set up for earnings. But yeah, not all of them are bad. I mean, the checkup. Dow Jones 5 in the green. Damn, so 25 red. NASDAQ, more names are red though. I think some of the ones that are holding did a little better, and some of the deep red band. Only 93 names green on the SPY. Yikes. Dude, I don't know what PGNY is. That's why I'm like, why are these plays up? I thought it was tripping off the spread, but yeah, that thing is up 10%. Remember, there was something there with that Trump thing when we played it. That thing, walla. Water. All right, man. Well, Chad, wrap it up. We have not much time remaining. Not much time remaining. Just give me the light. Alrighty. United Airlines regular schedule resumed. And then we do get jobs day. I kind of have to get used to it, man. Think about it. We went like a month and a half without it, but now you're going to start getting it. So it'll be a little bit different. All right, Chad. Wrap it up. You only have 1 minute. Go, 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 go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and gals, it's time to wrap it up. Bring it home. Finalize those plays. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Again, those defense stocks on the Saudi news are kind of running. A couple of energy, but really chips in retail, that is what you guys are going to be dealing with. C1, Reuters, they made an offer. Oh, a little end of the day offer? Oh, I like the ones at the end of the day. Yo, these are still kind of cheap, bro. Go to the near the money ones. Is that gonna hit? Oh, fuck. Not enough time. That'll be interesting. There was a cheap one on there. Offer, dude. Ding 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 ding. Horna, let's go. Wow, where are the bells? Chattatonia. What a day. I need a GG. I need a GG in the chat. Oh my goodness. Play the song. Where's the track? Oh, Chattatonia. 7 hours in the books on a beautiful Monday. A lot more in store, so I hope you're ready. We'll see how we wake up tomorrow. But I need a good game in the chat. Thank you, my friends. Thank you for not getting banned on here or anywhere, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you for staying tuned. Following up. I like you followed through with your expectations, my brother. So I didn't mean to type that. So God bless you and thank you, baby. And God bless everybody on the lock-in, all the members, everybody with the long term, making it grow. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This track is on YouTube. Go get it. Go get it. God bless America. And thank you to the veterans. I hope you had a good one, man. And I hope y'all really learned. And I hope y'all ready, man. End of the year, beginning of next year. We got more work to do. So get ready. It ends and then it begins right away.
My mental been tough, wear my heart on my cuff. It ain't hard, I don't want, cause then everyone got like opinions and thoughts, why they don't mean a lot. And my money on stocks, I can show you the top. Every bottom I pop, both the key and the lock. Don't believe me, just watch, use my freedom a lot.
I need me to rock. You won't see me a lot. Monday through Friday, you need me, let's talk. Treat it like my verse. Yeah, C1, that offer's hitting, bro. I was gonna do it, but I hesitated. Damn, they were up at 22 in the morning.
Treat this like my first.
Treat this like my last. Anything could work. Can happen slow or fast.
Smoking on that hope. I'm gonna need a ounce of that. I bet was on the ropes, but we kept on bouncing back. Treat this like my first. Treat this like my last. Anything could work. Can happen slow or fast. Smoking on that hope. I'm gonna need a ounce of that. I bet was on the ropes, but we kept on bouncing back. Treat this like my first. Treat this like my last. Anything could work. It happens slow or fast.
You know what I'm saying?
Smoking on that hope. I'm gonna need a ounce of that. I bet was on the ropes, but we kept on bouncing back.
Go be alone in your room and tell me what
happens.
Can you do it?
Right.
I might challenge you.
Control the fire, but you can roll the dice. I care more about the ownership. I don't care about the price. You think I was a loner? I just don't really waste time.
Think I was a loner? I just don't really waste time.
Take some notes and grab a pen.
Money don't make you a man.
Some friends think you the man. People let them play pretend.
Let them play the middleman. Let them say that they your friend, but where they at when it's the end?
I know everything I do would never be enough, but that ain't stop me from developing and always showing up. They always love to say what's up before they ask me for some stuff, but I built this shit on love and I ain't never expected none. There's a lot of things I should be showing off. Avant garde, this a war. You should see my battle scars. Trying to be the richest man of Babylon. Tag along. Hope you say that 10% and bought a home. Gone.
God bless you, baby. God bless you. Dow Jones closes below the 50-day moving average. First time since October 10th, a month ago. That's amazing. All right, I'll give you one more, and then I gotta go. But I love you, chat. And finger to the sky. The Lord is with you. And to God be the... It's on the black screen this whole time, so I was just yelling at you and you couldn't hear anything. Oh, this is awkward. This is even more awkward. Oh, awkward guy.
It's a cold baby. Aye. Coach always said, don't look down when you dribble. Arguing right, left, I went up the middle. That's a big account, but it started with a little. So before the bounce, I sold for my initial. Swear I lost count, head just on a swivel. This ain't about clout, it's about who's beneficial. Finger to the clouds with the whip superficial. Made my mama proud and some friends artificial. Why you getting loud? Trying to keep it civil. Told me run it back, now I'm up triple. Dime is a dime and a nickel is a nickel. Eyes will arise when the money's in the middle. I ain't that wise, they just shady, that's simple. If I'm not that guy, then why would y'all listen? see. It get nervous when I'm quiet. It don't happen on the cell. I make the money when I buy it. Passionate as well, and I love it. You should try it. Imagine past the bell, you either gambling or lying. True serum, I be sipping on that shit. No long term, that's a different type of bitch. Think it's just money, dog, open up your shit. I was getting ready before I was getting rich. Preparation, child of the nation. Try to sell us change, but they raised us impatient. You can know the price and not understand the basis. They haven't faced the truth, Josh is still faceless. Killing shit, I could quit now. From this damn song to owning the whole town. Bitches smiling at me, my peers make a frown. First I didn't get it, but I understand it now. Keep shooting like I'm born in Chino Hills. It's hard to keep money, harder to keep it real. If I was really cocky by now, I would have been killed. But if you kill me, I meet God, so low key, I'm kinda thrilled.
Amen. Be blessed. Okay? I'll see you tonight. If I don't, then that's the Lord's will. But you be easy. Get some good rest, okay? And take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. You don't need no one to take care of you. You get what I'm saying? I hope you feel me. Let's go. I hope you find the peace on your own. Coach always said, don't look down when you dribble. Arguing right, left, out and up the middle. That's a big account, but it started with a little. So Chad, have a good one. And God bless, man. And finger to the sky again, bro. The Lord is with you. But do you believe? You know, he was counted by his righteousness. His righteousness was his belief. I don't know if they feel, but I'm out. Goodbye.
Yeah, what about me, Josh? Come on, guys. Now you guys got new characters now? You guys forgot about me. You all forgot about me. You forgot. Who is Batman? What do you mean, Joe? Who is Batman? We got to sweep the letter.
What?
It's the best time of year, Chad. God bless you.